Well, well, well. It is now day 2 of the Dallas Cowboys training camp, or better yet, day 2 training camp is now in the books. And once again, man, it seems like that this is actually a continuation from last year's training camp. It just looks like a better training camp. And it is like, man, not only business as usual, but it is like business is getting taken care of. And so we are seeing some things that we needed to see as far as that running back room goes. We'll see what the cornerback room does over the next few days. But nevertheless, everything I'm seeing from the Dallas Cowboys in this training camp, man, I don't know about y'all, but I am absolutely excited. George Pickens is there balling out. Dak Prescott balling out. CeeDee Lamb balling out. Dallas Cowboy fans, I totally understand why the outside media is so excited about the Dallas Cowboys. Let's talk Cowboys. We're about to talk facts. What is going on, Cowboys Nation? What is going on? I hope you are having a beautiful Thursday, wherever you are. And wherever you are, even if you are not in the Dallas Metroplex. If you are a Dallas Cowboy fan, you're gonna love this show today. Let's go. Let's get it. Welcome, 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 Cowboy fans and Cowboy haters alike. I'm the G and I'm the host of Let's Talk Cowboys, where we talk facts. And as you come into this live stream, please hit that like button, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you know the next time we post another video or go live. And yes, we are live. And if you haven't become a channel member subscriber yet, what are you waiting on? We have a lot of great content coming up on this channel this season. Now let's talk facts. Great show planned for the day. We're gonna start this show off with the Brian Schottenheimer press conference. Then we're gonna listen, I say listen, we're gonna figure out what does Gotti mean. And I don't know, we're not talking about gangsters, but I don't know, maybe we are gangsters. But we're gonna talk about what Gotti means, and it comes from Dak Prescott. Then we're gonna listen to some player interviews. Had a couple of interviews come down yesterday. We'll see if there are more over there today. And while we are doing the show, we will actually get some if they come in while the show is live. Then, Louis Riddick's reaction to the Cowboys yesterday. I didn't get a chance to show you that, but I want to show you Riddick's reaction. Riddick is man, he is big on the Cowboys. Then we're gonna listen Mad Dog over there on ESPN. We're gonna listen to a little bit of Mad Dog hate. We ain't worried about it, but we're gonna listen to a little bit of Mad Dog hate on the Cowboys. And then, man, this is gonna be a huge part of the show. I don't know if y'all follow John Gruden. I follow John Gruden. And John Gruden knows football. And he has officially given his NFC East preview. So we're gonna listen to the NFC East preview and listen to some of the things that John Gruden is saying about the Cowboys and see if we can kind of see some of those things coming to fruition over the last couple of days of camp. And then we're gonna end this thing the way we ended it yesterday, with all of the big plays and highlights from day 2 of the Dallas Cowboys training camp. And man, I'm gonna tell you, I ain't gonna say I got too many, but man, I got a whole bunch. So that's gonna be the show for today. It's gonna be a great show on this Thursday. So let's go, Cowboys fans. Let's get it. Hey, let's go. Let's get this roll call going. In the chat first today, it is none other than Chuck Dunaway. What is going on, Chuck Dunaway? What is going on? Crazy Cowboys 72. Man, training camp is going great. What's going on? 824, this Sean. What is going on? Yes, best chat on YouTube. Hope you having a blessed day. Runny Dub in the building. What up, Runny Dub? John Henry, what up? Lord Nova. Mark Davis, the best smelling man on YouTube. What is going on? And the reason why I say that is because he's got a fragrance channel. Don't play with me today. What's up, Mark Davis? Dolores Ennis, what is going on? Everett, what's going on? Jeremy Betts, what's going on, Jeremy? Good to see you. We them boys. I'm sorry, that's Wade Graham. And then, we them boys. What's going on? Richard Owens, what is going on? Mo Eddie. Kippy! What's going on, Kippy? Yeah, I can feel the needle moving too, Kippy. What is going on? Yeah, Betts, it's about to get ramped up. I agree with you. What's going on, Carl Williams? Demetrius Noel, what is going on? Timmy Terry, what is going on? Yes, we are live. Marcus Monterio, what is going on? Country Field, it is the Queen. What is going on, Queen? Alexis Hubbard, what is going on? Mr. Get Dirty, but he is definitely clean. JCT Slice, he said, I like what's going on and what we have. And what we have to come to terms with is either Schtty is low-key scared of Dallas and Dak, or a low-key fan of both. Passive-aggressive again, we still have 4. JCT, come on, man. If Schtty is not talking about the Cowboys, who gonna listen? Who gonna listen? Lord Nova, what is going on? Christopher Prather, what's going on? Ty Howard, let's go. Let's get this show going. Appreciate y'all rocking with me today. Appreciate y'all rocking with me, man. Let's get into this first topic. What up, Mike said this? What's going on? Chuck Dunaway said the best show on YouTube, argue with your mama. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What's going on? Gerald Jackson, I appreciate you. Appreciate you, Chuck Dunaway. Gerald Jackson, what is going on? My brother Doug Donahoe, what's going on? What's going on, Keith George? All right, so let's get this show on the road. And Brian Schottenheimer was nowhere near as long as he was yesterday, so not a whole lot to sit through on this. It says about 18, but really it's not 8. It's about 16, 17 minutes. But Brian Schottenheimer, let's roll it.
Yeah! Here we go!
How we doing?
Cal. Hi.
Hey, Calvin.
Hi, how are you?
Great.
Calvin Watkins, Dallas. Oh, sorry, no, wait. Good catch. Look at you.
Okay, I'm wondering, I haven't watched this, so I'm hoping, let me see. Make sure that's not me. Audio sounds a little weird on that. Let's see.
Stop glazing me. Stop glazing. Silent cadence stuff today. But, you know, first day, I know.
Thanks, Saturday.
Okay, that's Cowboys, so we'll have to, let's bear with it for a minute.
Calvin Watkins, Dallas. Oh, sorry, no, wait. Good catch. Look at you.
Stop glazing me. Stop glazing me. That was for Todd Archer, who's not here. You know.
Over here, son.
I know.
Thanks, Saturday. Oh, sorry. You got a question? I'm good.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Watkins, Dallas Morning News. No. PJ Locke, what happened to him yesterday?
Yeah, I was having a great practice, covering down and hyperextend his knee. All tests look great. He will be out today. Get him moving around a little bit with Britt and those guys, but nothing significant.
How did your 2 first-round picks look yesterday in Downs and Malachi?
You know, I thought there was a play that Caleb got beat on in the spring. I showed it to the team, Calvin, where CD got him on a little maneuver route in the slot, and the same route came up yesterday, and Caleb gloved it. And it was to the point that I made about Caleb. He doesn't repeat mistakes. And I think they came up with it. They're getting their legs up underneath him. I get that. I showed some. He said, you know, I'm good. He said, offensive line becomes, because I really do believe.
Okay, I don't know what that sound is, but we're going to move. Okay, you said it fixes eventually more. Okay.
They're going to be, whether that's the tackle competition.
All right, here we go.
Hooker, Cooper Beebe going to year 2 and year 3, and then Tyler Smith continuing to be the great player that he is. It was actually fun for me yesterday watching Tyler Smith and Quinnen Williams go at it, 2 of the better ones in the game. And then I grabbed Beebe after practice, asked him how he felt, and he said, I'm good. He said, going against Kenny Clark and Quinnen Williams every day is going to make me better. So these guys understand that the concept of iron sharpens iron, and but the offensive line is going to be key to what we want to do offensively.
Yeah, you mean Tyler Guyton. Yeah, you mean Tyler Guyton. Because we're not concerned about Ty Smith. We're definitely not worried about Cooper Beebe. I'm telling y'all right now, man, the conversation probably needs to be had in the future. Cooper Beebe, and I've said this before, Cooper Beebe is one of the best centers in the game. Dude just does his job. That's how you know he's that good. Probably going to go down as one of the best third-round picks the Cowboys have picked up. We're not worried about Booker. The only 2 question marks on this offensive line is Terrence Steele and Tyler Guyton. And the funny thing is, you hadn't really heard a lot about Terrence Steele. So I'm really hoping Terrence Steele gets back to form also, because before that injury, Terrence Steele was wrecking shop. So it's about, 2 years removed from that injury now. So very excited to see him. But again, I agree with him. Because it's going to be hard to get your screen game going the way the Cowboys want to. It's going to be hard to run outside if you can't get your tackle game right. Let alone protecting the quarterback's blind side. But you got to get your tackle game right. Because if you can get your tackle game right, this is how the Cowboys dominated it in the 90s. If you can get your tackle game right, because you already got your guard and centers right, if you can get that tackle game right, boy, Cowboys going to be hard to deal with. They're going to be hard to deal with. And they will live up to the billing of what Dak has coined them as Gotti. We're going to talk about that in a moment.
I'm sure with the athletic, understanding it was only a practice without pass on that. Anything that particularly that you liked or didn't like from it yesterday?
Yeah, I thought we got some great screen work. I mean, that's something that we really want to work on both offensively and defensively. Some of the recognition and stuff, I thought that was great. I thought the communication in the run game, John, was awesome from the offensive line. The defense has given us some really good looks. I thought that was great.
What up, Poopy D?
I thought that, the overall effort was a little bit inconsistent. They're getting their legs up underneath them. I get that. I showed some clips today of the standard and then showed some clips today of what's not the standard. And so anxious to see how that looks. And then the other thing I would say is, great punch out by Rashawn Gary. So the ball security aspect continues to grow. I told those guys on defense this morning, sitting in me, I said, you guys make us better by doing that. So we call them shots on ball. There were some great shots on ball and a few pre-snap penalties on offense. You'll see us working some silent cadence stuff today. But, first day, some good, some bad, a lot of things to clean up.
Again, no pads on, but nice run from Jaden Blue, got out in space.
Yeah.
What are you seeing from him?
Well, number one was really well
blocked. Let me go back just
for
a second.
It was a fire. The other thing I would say is, great punch out by Rashawn Gary work. I mean, that's something that we really want to work on both offensively and defensively.
Okay, I want to go back to what he said here. Well, you already heard what he said about the screen game. What is the one thing you've been hearing me harp on about the Dallas Cowboys offense? What have I been telling us? How do they improve this offense? The screen game. Yes. Cowboys were trash in the screen game last year. They were trash in the screen game. They can't operate, as I was talking about, Terrence Steele and Tyler Guyton. They can't operate for some reason outside of the tackles. They got to be able to work outside of the tackles because they like to run in between the tackles. And I can't understand it because Guyton and Steele, they kind of struggled a little bit, it seemed, at times. Not all the time, but sometimes. But if you really want this offense to be dominant, if you want to expand it, evolve it, you got to get your tackle game right. You got to be able to get outside of the tackles. You got to be able to run outside, sweeps, screens, because if you don't, teams will pin their ears back like the Minnesota Vikings did, like the Detroit Lions did. They'll pin their ears back, and they'll just run at you. And if you don't have a screen game, it's over with. And that's exactly what happened against the Minnesota Vikings and the Detroit Lions. Now, everybody can't play you like Minnesota and Detroit did. But this year in particular, they're going to play a lot of defenses that can play them like the Minnesota Vikings did. They're going to play quite a few defenses. They have got to develop the outside of the tackle game. Because you think about what the Cowboys did last year. It was either A-gaps, or they're throwing the ball. And even when they're throwing the ball, and I think they're going to talk about this a little bit later, even when they're throwing the ball, they're not throwing it as maybe deep as you want to. Definitely was not eating up. Watch this. They were not eating up the middle of the field the way that they need to either. So you got to get that tackle game right, because if you get this tackle game right, left and right tackle, it's going to open up your offense. So Schotty is exactly right. The offensive line is what will take you from a number 3 ranked offense to Gotti. And we're going to talk about that in a moment.
A few pre-snap penalties on offense. You'll see us working some silent cadence stuff today. Defense this morning sitting to me, I said, you guys make us better by doing that. So we call them shots on ball. There were some great shots on ball, and a few pre-snap penalties on offense. You'll see us working some silent cadence stuff today. But, first day, some good, some bad. A lot of things to clean up.
Now, I noticed he said some pre-snap penalties. Did y'all catch that? This is the biggest place they're going to have to work. And I'll be honest with you, I'm not, I didn't play college football and pro football. I mean, I would really like to ask somebody, who really knows this game, like, how do you make a team improve in penalties? How do you make them stop pre-snap penalties? I mean, what is the drill you put in place for that? What do you do? Because whatever that is, you have got to get it right with this team now. Because Schotty just kind of brushed that off. Some pre-snap penalties, no big deal. Oh, no, that is a big deal. Especially when you lead the league in penalties. And you're in the top 5 worst teams in penalties every single season. Yeah, that's a big deal. Absolutely. He said the penalties were on Guyton. Man, he got to improve. Jeremy says Javonte Williams is just a downhill runner. You run downhill between the tackles. I think Tyler Guyton and Terrence Steele can definitely run block, though, G. Terrence Steele can actually run block better than Guyton. Pass blocking is where they both need to improve. I say that Guyton probably needs to improve all the way around, but Terrence Steele will maul you in the run game. Now, when it comes to Terrence Steele, you don't want to get in Terrence Steele's way when it comes to the run game. He will absolutely maul you. But again, and even what you said about Javonte Williams, you got to fix this. Because we saw teams this past season, they were able to stop Javonte Williams. I'll just load you up in the A-gaps if it's me. I'll just load you up, and if I know you're not going to bounce it outside, I'm not worried about it. This is why it is vital for the Dallas Cowboys to get Jaden Blue, and I'm going to tell y'all right now, I was big on Blue last year. Hey, man, for all the people who were doubting Blue, anybody been watching him? I'm ready to see him in pads, because I can tell you right now, Blue got a different gear. I said it last year. I'm going to say it again. He got a different gear. You got to get him acclimated. And I'm glad what the Cowboys are doing. I'm glad what they did. Don't bring in another running back. Let Jaden Blue and Phil Maffa make you bring in another running back if needed. But Jaden Blue is exactly what they need. They need that speed on the outside. And sometimes need that speed off tackle. You gotta have a threat of not just a power runner. You gotta have a threat of a home run hitter. The thing about Zeke, when you think about Zeke, Zeke was incredible because Zeke was the perfect combination of speed and power. Zeke was powerful. You couldn't come with, you better come with your lunch if you're going to go head up with Zeke. But not only bet you bring your lunch, Zeke was so fast that if Zeke broke past the line of scrimmage, it's a foot race. Now, Javonte isn't, of course, he isn't that type of back like Zeke was, but he's a very powerful back. Well, now you got to use Jaden Blue because he's the other part of Ezekiel Elliott. He's the speed part and maybe a little bit quicker when you look at him make his moves. So they got to develop, they got to evolve this offense, and they got to get that outside game right. Screen games, sweeps, all of those things. They have got to develop a more potent outside of the tackle game plan. Because I'm telling you, man, when you get down in those in December and January, man, all the championship level teams pretty much are going to have their trenches ready to go. They're going to have their defensive tackles ready to go. Where you're going to have to take advantage of those teams, you got to beat them outside the tackles. You got to beat them outside of the tackles. But again, I'm really wondering, like, how do you fix this thing that he's talking about with the injuries? I'm sorry, not the injuries, but the penalties. I'm really wondering how you fix that.
No pads on, but nice run from Jaden Blue, got out in space.
Yeah.
What are you seeing from him?
Well, number one, it was really well blocked. It was a fire zone, and the offensive line kind of picked it up. They saw it coming and picked it up, which is a big part of it. Anytime you run a fire zone and people are moving laterally, you create running lanes. And what I loved about the run itself was Jaden's pace to the hole and then through the hole. And we know what type of speed he has. I mean, so it was good to see. We did get on him a little bit about celebrating. We call it logos and letters. Make sure you get in the end zone, pass the logos to the letters before you celebrate. But
Wait. Hold on a second. Did he just say that they got on to Jaden Blue a little bit because they don't want you to celebrate before you get into the logos and the letters like the end zone? I wonder what they said to George Pickens then. I wonder what they said to George Pickens when George Pickens did the Deshaun Jackson celebration when you turn your back and then fall over the end zone. I wonder what they did about that. Now, I understand in a way kind of where Schotty is when it comes to Jaden Blue. I understand where he is. But again, I noticed he made a point. He made a point to harp on the celebration. Let's get a little bit consistent because again, George Pickens celebrated before he got in the end zone. But I guess I kind of understand where he is with Jaden Blue. Because Jaden Blue is the type of person that'll wear some Louis Vuitton cleats on you. I know what Jaden Blue is. And I know, I think the thing with Jaden Blue is that you got to work with him on is that he know he's talented. And I'm not mad at him. He know he's talented. He know he's talented. He knows that if he gets his opportunity, he's getting in the end zone. Just like he did last year when they finally started getting his opportunity. But the thing that I can understand what Brian is trying to do, he's trying to, make sure he keep him focused. Make sure he keep him focused and don't become a showboater. Because I really think the Cowboys don't want that type of stuff as much. But I think there's a reason why they're really pinpointing him, because they feel like that if he starts showboating, he starts focusing more on the showboating and the show rather than the game. Case in point, Louis Vuitton cleats putting blisters all over his feet. But again, I'm just wondering, what did he say to George Pickens when he did what he said? Boy, I can see all y'all in the comments talking about he didn't say nothing. I guarantee he didn't say nothing, man. He didn't say nothing. Shoot, hey Robbie, we saw him over there in Texas. That boy was blazing. Mike said this, he said he didn't say nothing. Marcus Marcherio said he was thinking the same thing. Boy, come on, Brian, man, but I understand. Kimmy said he didn't say a dang thing. He says Schotty don't seem to like blue. He nitpicking. You know what? Kippy, I don't know. I ain't gonna disagree with you, man. Cause I'm telling you, man, he was all on blue last year. All on blue. Every little thing he did. Cause I even said last year, Jaden Blue fumbled the ball. Jaden Blue couldn't play no more. We saw Javonte Williams fumble at least 3 times last year. And what happened? He was still on the field. So I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt on this, Kippy. I'm struggling with this, but I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt that he's trying to help him grow. So I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt on this. Jerry said he didn't say nothing to GP. He said he a dog. They know what he can do. He's done it already. Jaden Blue ain't done nothing yet. Like, where the Louisville cleats to practice? He ain't done nothing yet. Yes, sir. And I think that's why I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt. I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt because I think they know this is kind of like Jaden Blue is real flashy. And if he gets too flashy, then he gets off of his game. So I think they're trying to keep him in the game and not be so flashy. I kind of get it. But I tell you this, shoot, boy, Jimmy Johnson would, Jimmy Johnson would have loved Jaden Blue. I'll tell you right now. Jimmy told his players to celebrate swag. Let all your swag hang out. But again, I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt on Jaden Blue. I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt. I'm struggling. I want to say he got an issue with Blue. I'm struggling, but I'm going to just chalk it up as he's trying to help him grow.
He had a really, really good day yesterday. I thought he had a great practice. I thought Joe Milton had a great practice. And then, Jalen Thompson showed up all over the film yesterday.
Yep.
So a lot of really, really good things. Donovan Ezeraku, awesome. Welcome back. We just really looked like we thought he would look going into year 2.
And I'll tell you this. This is today him talking about yesterday. I don't know if y'all seen the clips. Jaden Blue was even better today. Jaden Blue was even better today. Jaden Blue may absolutely be the breakout player as this camp continues to go on. Jaden Blue looked better today than he did yesterday. This man Blue, I'm telling this man, if this man Blue, if they give this man his opportunity and he stay focused, I'm telling this man, everybody is going to regret passing on Jaden Blue. He looked better today. He looked better. I'm proud of Jaden Blue, man. I'm proud of Jaden Blue. He looked better today, man. He looked better today. Marcus said he was riding him as a rookie. But Schtty, you was a rookie coach. We wasn't riding you. Give him a break. Yes, sir. Pay it forward. I feel you on that part. Marcus Monchero. I felt that, bro. Chanel says Schtty has a clear bias towards Blue, but Jerry made sure that Schtty gave Blue more runs. Yes, sir. Yeah. Demetrius Noel chimes in. What's up, Demetrius? He says Schotty needs to let go of whatever it is that he's holding against Blue. He's bringing that same vibe from last year, and me personally, I don't like it. We're going to see. Amen. I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt. Mike said this, I love to celebrate, man. Shoot, me too, bro. It don't bother me. As long as you get in that end zone. I don't care. Get in that end zone. Yeah, Betts, that's why I'm giving the benefit of the doubt, Betts. They want him to at least establish himself first. I think he's He hasn't done that yet. I hope he's not picking on him, y'all, but we'll see, because they're going to need his speed and explosiveness for sure. I'm going to tell you something, Jeremy Betts. I think he's a big part of the plan. I do. I believe he's a big part of the plan. We don't boys break our season for Blue. I think he's a part of the plan. I do. KJ Choice said Blue ready. My cousin Tashard told me he was going to get off this year. Yeah, man. Gwen Bowden, what's going on? Yeah, hey, man, I think Blue gonna have a breakout season. I really do. Brave said, wait till the pads come on. I bet he don't do it. I said I want to see it with the pads. But, hey, you know what? We saw him last year. He did real good at the end of the season. Keith George, I'm with you on that, too. Superstars get special treatment. I'm with you. I'm going to save some of y'all's Jaden Blue comments for when we get to Jaden Blue running the ball. Because, boy, Jaden Blue blew the doors off that joint today. What's up, Ice Cold Cowboy? Chanel said, gee, wait until Dak starts throwing blue passes. Yes. Yep. Remember you and I last year were the ones supporting Blue. Hey, Chanel, all I got to say is, if you use him like they used him in Texas, Jaden Blue is going to be a superstar. That's all I'm telling us. He is going to be a superstar. If they do what they did and let him play like he did in Texas, he's going to be a superstar. Kenneth Johnson. Jaden Blue, hold on, Kenneth Johnson. Jaden Blue is not a backup per se. Jaden Blue was always a part of the plan, even if Schotty didn't make him a part of the plan. I don't know if he's as much of a backup as he's his own entity as in how they're going to use him. I don't think you use Jaden Blue as his backup as much as you use Jaden Blue like they used him in Texas. No, you're not a backup. No, we got a handful of plays for you. Sweeps, screens, lining up in the slot. I'm not using Jaden Blue as Javonte Williams' backup. I'm using Phil Maffa as Javonte Williams' backup. Jaden Blue is going to be my new gadget guy in the place of Kevontae Turpin. That's who Jaden Blue is. I'm not calling him the backup. Yeah, I'm not calling him backup. JP the Goog, he said we can't play around with all these weapons. Let Blue show out. Yes. Let him show out. Bo Peep, man, you know what? And that got on my nerves last year about the big back thing. But if you're going to be successful in this league, Bo Peep, you got to be versatile too. Got to be versatile. So we'll see. JCT Slice said he still got a fit against Blue. He said he being petty. Boy, y'all got me rolling. But I'm gonna give him a bit of I'm giving my man Schotty. I'm giving my man Schotty the benefit of the doubt. I'm giving my man Schotty benefit of the doubt. I am. Frank Lawrence, I'm gonna read one more comment. Then I'm gonna come back to some of the stuff old Blue. Y'all got me rolling on this Blue stuff. Frank Lawrence said, "Gee, these guys that have pre-snap penalties, the teammates should handle the problem internally. Tie them to the goalpost and lead them over." Boy. Yeah, I don't know, man. You know, I'm serious, man. I just don't know what you do. Chanel, I agree with you, bro. Really, he should be the Gibbs of the Cowboys offense. I agree with you. Yeah, don't make him. He's not his backup. He's not his backup. Let Phil Maffa be the backup. You bring in Jaden Blue, and you say, "Hey, we use you like we use your Texas." Kiddo say you sound smarter than the coach. He gonna be on the bench. Now he's not gonna be on the bench. I guarantee you. Because if he be on the bench, Kenneth Johnson, I'm telling you, I am smarter than the coach. If you gonna put that kind of talent on the bench, yeah, you hurting your own self. You are hurting your own self. This kid is talented. There's no way I'm not gonna put this kid on the field. He's talented. We saw flashes of it last year. Schotty would be hurting his own self.
Star Telegram. Jalen Thompson's one of the ones I wanted to expound upon. Just seeing his speed on the field. It's the first time you've seen him in these team periods. You got what you thought you did so far?
Yeah. I think we knew that, Nick, but again, you look at the player, it jumps off the film, then you look at the person and you see why he's that way. And I think he said today he's going into year 8, I think. Hook's year 10, I think JT is year 8. When your best players practice that way, that's usually the standard for success, because all the young guys are trying to still figure it out, which they are. The young guys are still trying to figure it out. They see that, they replicate that, and then you've got a bunch of guys practicing that way.
And obviously, you like the Gary punch out on the flip side. The coach.
This is why I like Jalen Thompson. Jalen Thompson stabilizes the safety room. Jalen Thompson is going to allow Caleb Downs to be all he can be. Jalen Thompson is my favorite free agent move the Cowboys did this past offseason. Jalen Thompson is going to be absolutely incredible for the Cowboys as long as he stays healthy.
Point to Phil Maffa, and how do you see him respond?
Actually, Phil really had the ball. We call it head, body, tail. He did a really good job. Iron cross, another way people referred to it. He was doing it right. It was just a very explosive, powerful, great intent by Rashawn. And I thought Phil had a really good day yesterday as well.
Tommy Yard that were sidelined during the spring, Donovan, Duran, Bland. How did they come out yesterday physically? Yeah, they all feel really good. I thought I've already mentioned Easy. I thought Duran, his instincts, reading 3-step, things like that was really, really good. Looked very comfortable.
Now I'm encouraged somewhat. Duran Bland is looking a lot better.
The thing I'm really proud of, if you watch and you look at the catapult numbers, the way our defensive secondary ran to the ball, we had, I think, every guy get over 19 or something miles an hour. I mean, they were hauling ass. That's a testament to, Derek Ansley, Ryan Smith, Rob Muschamp, CP. I mean, they were running to the ball, and, it's important.
And talk about evolving the offense. Javonte in his past has been more involved in other offenses in the passing game. Is getting your running backs involved in the passing game more a wrinkle that you'd like to add this year?
Yeah, I think so.
Yes.
I think we know Javonte can do it. I think, what we feel like we have in Jaden. When you're playing defenses that are trying to change the math and cheat to really elite receivers, which we have, there's usually a favorable matchup in that regard. What that looks like, we're still seeing. I mean, we've got ideas and scheme and plays, but at the end of the day, what are we good at? What do we like? What do we own? What do we not care what they're in? But yes, that would be part of the evolution.
Joe Hoyt, Dallas.
Again, see, this is what I talked about from last season. This is the biggest thing that was missing in Brian Schottenheimer's repertoire of plays. It's the biggest thing that was missing. His lack of versatility at the running back position. And this is why I kind of laugh at people sometimes, because they say, yeah, he playing Marty ball. Do these people know who LaDainian Tomlinson was? We don't have these type of running backs today. I mean, I don't know why we don't have these type of running backs. But do people realize who LaDainian Tomlinson was? LaDainian Tomlinson was between the tackles, outside the tackles, in the screen game, in the sweep game, in the passing game. LaDainian Tomlinson was an absolutely versatile running back. I don't even know what people sometimes be talking about, because even when you think about Javonte Williams, I like Javonte Williams. He's a power running back. He ain't LaDainian Tomlinson. He's not LaDainian Tomlinson. He's not that type of running back. LaDainian Tomlinson is one of those running backs who is actually in the ilk of Emmitt Smith. Thompson could run, he could block, he could run routes, he could come out the backfield, outside, inside, you name it. LaDainian Tomlinson, you could even give him a pitch and he could throw it downfield. I don't think people understand. So when someone says that Schtty is playing Marty ball, What are we talking about? Look, Daniel Tomlinson, while we may classify him as a big back, no, he was a versatile back. And Marty was able to have a running back that could go inside, outside, do anything you name. And when you think about what is Javonte Williams, power runner, that's pretty much what Schotty had him doing. Now, I kind of know why Schotty is doing this. I understand it. Because Schotty may feel like I don't need him in the passing game as much because I got 2 number ones. I got Ryan Flournoy. He's emerging as being a very good wide receiver, so I don't necessarily need him like that. But if you want to evolve this offense, I'm telling you, bottom line, if you want to evolve this offense, and it's not to me about getting Javonte Williams as much involved in the passing game. I say, yeah, get him in the passing game some. But if you don't take advantage of Jaden Blue's speed and quickness, which is his advantage over Javonte Williams, sometimes you want to knock folk down. Sometimes you just want to run around them. You want to have enough versatility on your team that when Jaden Blue steps on the field, people say, uh-oh. We don't know what this dude gonna do. He could go between the tackles, outside the tackles. He may even line up in the slot. You got to add that versatility to your run game. Because I'll be honest with you, that isn't Javonte Williams. And that's okay because we know what kind of running back he is. So I noticed today, and I'm saying this because I've already seen some of the things that they've been doing in practice with Javonte Williams today. But again, I'm telling you, y'all are going to see it today. When you see Jaden Blue, I'm telling you right now, watching Jaden Blue the last couple of days, I guarantee you, Jerry already said in the last press conference, he said on Tuesday, I expect this offense to improve. I guarantee you, there's going to be a phone call about Jaden Blue if he keeps doing what he's doing in practice. It's going to be a phone call. Schotty, I don't care what you talking about. You better get this young man involved. And rightfully so. Rightfully so. But again, it's been a couple of days. We're going to see what he's going to keep doing. But boy, he seems to be on a mission. Frank Lawrence, Daniel Thompson, one of the greatest running backs in NFL history. Generational talent. And Frank Lawrence, I'm going to tell you something. Ezekiel Elliott was a generational talent. It was a short stint, but he was a generational talent. Zeke was of that same kind of ilk, just wasn't durable. Shoot, man, I'm telling us. I'm telling us. Ice Cold, see, yeah, Blue has that 007 play sheet. I think so too. Yeah.
Speaking of the evolution, Dak Prescott's been really good on seam passes throughout his entire career. Last year, anecdotally, it felt like maybe it wasn't to the same level as previously. I don't know if you agree with that or not. How do you kind of take advantage of the seams again going into this season?
Again, you guys probably have numbers, so I'm not going to say it's not. I didn't feel that way. I mean, I think the first one that pops up, there's really 2 that pop up. We missed Fergie in the season opener on a vertical 3x1 seam. Dak kind of overthrew it. And Fergie couldn't put under through that one. And then the other one I'm thinking about is against the Jets. We had another one where they were kind of in third down exotics. They were mugged up, and Fergie got down the middle, and Dak missed that one. So
nah, Schotty.
There's some big plays in cover,
Nah, I love Schotty. I'm not letting you put this on Dak Prescott. Nah, bro. I'm not letting you put these seams on Dak Prescott. The problem with the seams with the Dallas Cowboys right now is Jake Ferguson. Cowboys Nation, I don't know who Jake Ferguson has a picture of in the front office. He must got a picture of somebody doing something they're not supposed to be doing. Because if we are being honest about Jake Ferguson has regressed. Jake Ferguson has regressed. He is not that Jake Ferguson that everybody was talking about a couple of years ago. He's not that Jake Ferguson. Jake Ferguson has been terrible down the seams. He's talking about Jake Ferguson in that first Philadelphia game. Well, let's go back to that Philadelphia game because Jake Ferguson, alligator arms, Jake Ferguson, don't want to take a hit, Jake Ferguson. Jake Ferguson has not been the same in the seams. You got to get, I don't know what you do, but I can tell you this. There's a person that I believe that is going to be able to help you play in the seams now. His name is Michael Trigg. Yeah. Ferguson is a part of the problem in the seams. And one thing we know about Rain Dakota Prescott, when Dak trusts you, he shows that he trusts you. He throws you the ball down the seam. And he was doing that with Ferg when Ferg was catching it. But Ferg been tripping the last couple of seasons. He's been tripping. I'm hoping his body is healthy. I hope he get out there this year and start catching in the seam. But Dak Prescott is one of the best seam-throwing quarterbacks in the league. Now, I'm sure some of this was the fact that you got both George Pickens and CeeDee Lamb. You're throwing a little bit more vertical. You're throwing a little bit more outside the numbers. You're letting them even eat up somewhat of the middle of the field, especially when you talk about CeeDee Lamb. But some of this is also on Schotty. Let's not talk only about what Dak Prescott has missed. Some of this is on Schotty. You got to you got to have a tight end you can trust to run those plays. And I think the consensus is I don't think any of them trusted Ferg. Ferg has not been playing well the last couple of seasons. And I agree with you, Ronald. Ever since that injury, he hasn't been the same. I agree with you, Ronald Grove. He hasn't been the same since that injury. So I'm not going to let you throw Dak under the bus like that. Bruh, this is Ferguson, man. This is Ferguson. And I'm starting to wonder what's going on with Ferg, man. Wait, we ain't going to criticize Ferg? Sure, I'm with you, Andre Johnson. I don't mind. Hey, Brevin Spanford, I want to see more Brevin Spanford. I want to see more Hunter Lipke, and I want to see more Michael Trigg. I know they done already paid Ferg, but I don't know what's going on with this Ferg. Somebody's told me about some kind of connection that Ferg has with somebody in the front office, Jerry Jones or somebody, but man, hey, this Ferg too.
In the seams. I mean, we had one against Carolina call back. You know, Fergie thought he got his feet down. He didn't. I'd love for people to give us seam throws. That'd be great. But I also know that that's something teams are trying to take away from us.
Well, okay, go out there and take it, doggone it. Go out there and take it. It's called scheme. Go out there and scheme the seams open. That's what you do. Scheme the seams open. Let one of your wide receivers run a short crossing route, a drag route. Let one do a deep out. And you get Ferg one-on-one. Let Ferg run straight down the seam. Send another wide receiver on the left seam. And let's see who they take. But you got to get that seam route back, man. When you think about how talented the Cowboys offense is, the only way you're truly going to evolve this offense, it's already a big play offense. It's already a big play. Teams are not going to be able to take away the big plays from the Cowboys consistently. They're just too good. But it's not the big plays if you want to evolve the offense. Now, it's some of these fundamental, basic plays that teams typically execute. Seam routes, screens, sweeps, those quick pitches. If you want to evolve your offense, evolve it with those things because you already got the big playability. You already got George Pickens on the slant. You already got George Pickens on the go. You already got George Pickens on the jump. You already got CD on the route running. You already got CD on the run after the catch. You already got so many of the big play elements. If you're going to evolve it, Now you got to evolve it with some of the simple stuff. And it was the simple stuff that when we got in situations to where we needed short down and distances, we couldn't execute 3rd and 4s, couldn't execute goal lines, couldn't execute red zone offense. Why? Because we don't do the basic stuff good. That's the problem. We don't do those things good. It's called scheme. You got to scheme yourself in there.
Brevin Spanford, obviously, you guys have been really excited about him. What excites you about him, and I guess what have you seen from his potential over the last few years? That would
yeah, you'd be remiss if you didn't mention Brevin's play style. One, the physicality that he plays with, the wiring that he has. Just, tough physical football player that loves the physical aspect of the game. Can be dominant in the run game and protection phase, but what he's developing from a pass receiving standpoint at the top of the route, the tight turns, the power cuts, things like that, that's where I've noticed the biggest gain. And he's a big target. You got a guy working the middle of the field. He's a big target. And he's actually a lot better run after catch guy than you think. Think back to Chicago, Chicago game late. And so I think as he continues to stack and improve that area of his game, it just adds so much value to our tight end room.
Yeah, I think you make a great point, Jeremy. Great point, Jeremy Betts, and I agree with you. I think this also is why Michael Trigg, Jeremy Betts said, to be honest, that's why Michael Trigg is in the building. I agree. And is one of the highest paid UDFA players to ever be paid by the Cowboys organization. So he got fired on his butt. So he got fired. Yeah. It's basically to get Ferg off his butt. I get you. Yeah. I agree with you. Michael Trigg is the clear indicator to me that they needed improvement at the tight end position. Michael Trigg, because Michael Trigg, and a lot of people are saying this, he was a top 5 ranked tight end in this thing. He absolutely was. Ice cold. He said, man got paid, though, and still declined last season. Yeah, he's been on decline. If you ask me. JCT said, nah, let's not start this Schotty. He said, I get it, but let's not overdo it in holding Dak accountable. He can be held accountable for what's his fault, but not for what isn't. Yeah, man, I'm not blaming Dak on them schemes. I'm not blaming him on them seam routes. Right? So fan said, with Trigg on the team, if Ferg gets hurt, he get You said he not getting his job back, bro? Not getting his job back. Chanel said he don't think that Schotty is a good OC. We're going to see in the second season. Now, he did evolve in his second season with Seattle, so I'm going to see if he does it in Dallas. He absolutely evolved the second year in Seattle. He really opened it up the second year and really opened it up the third year, too. He said, why did you not tell the truth that Ferg slowed down and his speed is different? Boy, you just said something right there, bro. You just said something right there. I think that's the biggest issue. Ferg hasn't been the same since that injury. Now, I hope he get back to what he was pre-injury. Sometimes it takes you a couple of years to get back to where you need to go. Yeah, Real Daryl, you right on point. He's had some drops and some fumbles. And again, Real Daryl, we know when Dak trusts you. When Dak trusts you, Dak will throw you that football in the middle of traffic. He will, when he trusts you. Yeah, he don't want to blame this, but some of this is Ferg, man. He ain't quite been the same.
Hey, Coach Patrick Walker at DallasCowboys.com. You kind of touched on Maalik Hooker a little bit earlier. How critical was it to, keep Hooker on staff or on the roster, despite having added Jalen Thompson and ultimately adding Caleb Downs, kind of giving you guys not only a impactful 3-man rotation safety, but also the ability to run from the safety set?
Yeah, for sure. Well, the flexibility that JT gives us, being able to play inside in the nickels before you get a guy like Caleb Downs. Our safety room is stacked, quite honestly. The guy that was flying around yesterday, I'd be remiss, is Elijah Clark. I mean, this guy was all over the field, taking shots on the ball, moving fast. But, Hook is such a good communicator. Hook loves the X's and O's part of the game. I would bet he probably has 50 notebooks of all the different things. I mean, he loves the chess match that there is. And so his ability to communicate, his ability to understand what we're doing, his ability to tie things together for us back there, I think is huge. And he's very, very good fit for this defensive style that we're playing.
What up, Darren Posey?
TV, East Texas. Good to see you.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I'm telling you, Jalen Thompson, my absolute favorite free agent pickup of the Cowboys. And again, Jalen Thompson will allow now Caleb Downs to really evolve the way that he needs to, grow the way that he needs to. He doesn't have the weight of the world on the shoulders of, hey, man, you got to come in and be the safety for the Dallas Cowboys. Now, we got Jalen Thompson. He's great. And then, of course, again, you got Maalik Hooker. Maalik Hooker, I think he'll be better also with Jalen Thompson. I think Hooker will be better with Jalen Thompson. And I'm glad to hear what he's saying about him liking the X's and the O's. And I'm going to chalk up some of his struggles last year to Matt Eberflus. I'm going to chalk up some of his struggles. It seemed like nobody was Matt Eberflus proof last year. I mean, he even had Quinnen Williams looking kind of pedestrian from time to time. So Maalik Hooker under Christian Parker with Jalen Thompson, with Caleb Downs, I think he's going to be great this year.
You at DeMarvion's wedding.
Yes, sir.
Months ago.
Yes, sir. It's a fun time.
The Bland and Overshown, how lit can this defense be with them both on the field at the same time?
Yeah, again, I think I've talked a lot about how excited I am about this defense. And again, the scheme's cool, but it's not the scheme that brings it to life, right? It's the players. And you just mentioned two of those guys with Duran and D Mo and some of the additions that we've brought in here. Kobe Durant, I mean, what a good football player. I mean, Donovan as a rock who going into year two. We're excited about Malachi Lawrence, Shamar James going into year two. Another guy had a great day today was Barham. I mean, you watch Barham. I mean, even playing for a rookie, playing in helmets only, but the ability to block, destruct, and get off blocks and things like that. It's a heavy-handed guy that, you know, we love the versatility of him to be on and off the ball, stuff like that.
What up, Eric Folks? What up, Darren Posey?
I'm so excited to see what this defense is going to do this year.
Yeah, it's going to be nice.
Christy Scales, Cowboys Radio 105.3 The Fan. Back during camp and talking about the competition at left tackle, you said that you were going to give each guy a day rather than sharing within the series or series to series. Is that the plan here, or is it going to be more, you talked yesterday about 4-day increments?
Yeah, with the 4-day cycle, Chris, we've talked about that, and we've kind of gone back and forth. We're going to give those guys more of a 4-day cycle. So you'll see Guyton out there again today at left tackle for a couple days. Why is that? Well,
yep, I can see what you're saying,
guys
Coach
have bad
Cowboy.
practices from time to time. They have great practices, but it doesn't show you the full scope of what they're doing. So we're going to go 4-day cycles. I want to mention Drew Shelton. You know, he's playing right tackle yesterday. He's going to be a swing tackle potential guy for us, but he was outstanding for a rookie in his first NFL practice. The poise and the way he feels the game and the way he thinks. We've got talented pieces. We just got to get those guys playing consistently like I talked about yesterday, and it'll be a fun battle for those guys to compete in and for you guys to watch.
I'm sorry. I'm going to say it again. I'm not buying the Tyler Guyton competition. If Tyler Guyton gets beat, we better go get Taylor Decker. We better go get somebody. If Tyler Guyton gets beat, we got big problems. I'm not going a whole season with Nate Thomas. Now, I would go a whole season with Ty Smith. And a lot of people don't want Ty Smith to move away from left guard. Well, if the Cowboys don't want Ty Smith to move away from left guard, it is Tyler Guyton just got to be. I'm not even going to harp on Tyler Guyton. Tyler Guyton just got to be what the Cowboys envisioned him to be now. It's year 3. I'm going to say the same thing I keep saying about Tyler Guyton, and I'm going to leave it at this. Stay healthy, stay on the field, and dominate. Enough said. I'm not even going on long soliloquies on Tyler Guyton. All I'm saying, I'm not buying no competition, man. Not buying no competition. I'm not buying this nonsense we're talking about. This is pure nonsense. The only person Tyler Guyton is competing against is himself. I'm pulling for Tyler Guyton. I want Tyler Guyton to come in this thing and dominate this year. Lisa Worley, what's going on? Ain't got time for this conversation they keep having with Tyler Guyton. I know they doing it for, I guess they doing it for his psyche and inside the building. I ain't hearing this mess. Tyler Guyton, come in this thing and do what you're supposed to do. He's been putting in the work. He's working hard. Guyton, go out there and do your thing, bro. I ain't listening to all this conversation. Talking about Nate Thomas. What? Get out of here with that mess. Talking about Nate Thomas. The Patriots said, yeah, I'm tired of this attack. This is a question because they're trying to create something that doesn't exist. Man, come on, man. Ice cold, man. Come on, tell him, man. Yeah, that's it. Play like a first-round pick, bottom line. Bottom line, Ice cold. Poopy D said he think Guyton will be good. I think he will be, too. I'm pulling for Guyton this year. Because I'm telling you right now, I don't even want the Cowboys to start considering, we'll go with Nate Thomas. Nate Thomas? Man, you better... Man, Tyler Guyton, let's go, bro. let's go, Tyler Guyton. I ain't got time for this stuff, man. got time for this stuff, bro. It's your year, man.
Just to follow up on that, is that on the defensive side of the ball as well?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, they're a little bit more of a move pieces a little bit by day, like Caleb's down, okay, JT's back, JT's down, Caleb's back, things like that. But we're not real big into one day at a time. Now, we'll do that with the quarterbacks. You know, like Sam will work more with the twos today, and Joe will get the rest. Different. Yesterday, Joe got most of the twos, and Sam got the reps. But it's
now I'm wondering about this right here because, granted, the clips. You know, you're watching clips, and you're not watching the entire practice. But he just said something, and I noticed that I didn't see this in the clips. He said yesterday, Milton got more time with the twos, and today, Sam Howell will get more time with the twos. Well, unless somebody tell me something different, because the clips that I have is Joe Milton and Dak Prescott. And so I'm wondering about this piece, because I was talking about this last year. Y'all remember last year I was talking about the same thing as it pertains to Joe Milton. Okay, did you really bring Sam Howell in to compete for the job? Or is this just kind of talk too? That really you want Joe Milton to win the job. You just brought in Sam Howell to light a fire under Joe Milton. Or did you really bring in Sam Howell because you believe he could actually beat out Joe Milton? That's kind of where I am now, because I don't know. I'm going to see if I can do some kind of research on this, because based on the clips that I've seen from today, and I'm going to show them to us today, the only thing I've actually seen is Dak Prescott and Joe Milton. Where is Sam Howell? They did this same thing last year. This is why doggone Will Greer is a coach now. They didn't even let Will Greer compete. They didn't even let Will Greer compete last year with Milton. If you're gonna make it a competition, make it a competition. But come on, man. Don't tell us it's gonna be a competition and it's not. JCT said Guyton is inconsistent. Well, he better be consistent this year. I'm pulling for him. And for me, whenever you hear me talk about Tyler Guyton, it's gonna be this simple. It ain't gonna be a long conversation. It's gonna be this simple. Every time you hear me talk about Guyton, stay healthy, stay on the field, dominate. Enough said. Enough said. It's no point in having long conversations about him. Brandon Cup, what up? He said, I know they can't hit, but CD and Pickens look nasty. Yep. As Overshown using the ropes as a boxing and wrestling technique, he looks healthy and ready. Yep. I'm telling you, if Overshown is healthy, the defense is going to be incredible. Ultra, he said, I think they're evaluating Milton to see if they need to draft and develop a quarterback to sit for 2 or 3 years behind Dak. Yeah, I can see that too. But again, Ultra, you just, tell me what you think. If you're going to bring in competition, then let them compete. I mean, let them compete. But at this point, it looks like it's just been Joe Milton again. So we'll see what happens as they keep going. Daryl Ragsdale, what's up? He said, love your channel. You talk true facts. I think Schotty wants to win a Super Bowl for him, but bring Super Bowl to the family, something his father didn't do. Yes, sir. He said, everything you're talking about, I agree. Yes, sir. Appreciate you, Daryl. Yeah, I'm wondering about, y'all tell me what y'all think, but I'm kind of like, okay, what's up with this thing in Milton? Is he really competing? Because he just said it was going to be Sam Howell more today. So unless I'm missing something, I didn't see Sam Howell today.
A little bit different by position.
Hey, Coach, Nicole Hutchison, DallasCowboys.com. Talking about Brian Flournoy, it looks like he kind of put on some muscle mass. Was that a conversation that maybe you had this offseason for him, maybe a point of emphasis, and what are you looking for after him in year 3?
Yeah, can't wait. I thought he had a really good day yesterday. I think it's just the work ethic of the guy is incredible. Another offseason award winner. I think it's more of a fact of him knowing his body, being in year 3, working with Harold Nash, Kendall, Braylon, Cedric, those guys in the weight room, and kind of knowing what he wants. And then as you grow up, you start, I haven't quite figured it out yet, but you figure out your diet, you figure out what you're putting in your body, things like that. I just think he's ready for a huge, huge step this year. And he was fed a lot of confidence last year, as you guys know. Detroit, the Jets. I mean, he knows he belongs. He knows he's a really, really good football player.
How does Drew Shelton factor into this mix?
Wait a minute. Hold on a second, Lisa Worley. Lisa Worley, hold on a second now. Lisa Worley said, I'm thinking this is the poop emoji. Lisa Worley said Milton is poop water. Dude, what? You said he poop water? He that bad, Lisa Worley, he that bad. He that bad, Lisa. I didn't know he was poop water. I didn't know it was poop water, but she said he poop water. Yeah, she said he is poop water. I mean, a couple things I've seen so far, he looks pretty, I don't really know what to say, because it's one thing when you're going up against, the defense in no pads, and even when you're going up against your own team. But the undoing for Joe Milton last year, to me, is when the live bullets started firing. That was the issue with Milton. So, again, I'm just wondering. I'm going to show you the clips today. I didn't see no Sam Howell out there. I really didn't. I really didn't see him out there. So, I don't know what's going on with that. Y'all remember last year, though, when we brought in Joe Milton? JCT Slice, you remember Shady McCoy? Dak, all I'm saying, Dak, don't get hurt. Even Michael Irvin was almost saying that stuff. Even Michael Irvin was saying that. They changed their mind after this year. We ain't hearing nothing about Joe backflip Milton this year. Derek Posey said boo-boo quality is a diabolical conversation. I'm with you, Derek Posey. That's why I don't know what that say on that. I don't know what that say on that. She just said he poo-poo waters. I don't know what that say on that part. I don't know what that say on that part. David Barnes, I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt. I'm gonna believe you. You said he thinks Schotty's actually trying to mentor Jaden Blue. I'm gonna give you the benefit of the doubt.
You start stacking the tackles together.
Yeah, well, again, he's not going to get as many reps as the other guys till you get to probably preseason. So he's just got to trust the process, Nick, take it one day at a time. And, he's a guy that, again, played on the left. Now he's playing on the right. Sometimes we're going to move the guys to the left without them even knowing, because that's what happens in a game. You're like, hey, guess what? You're left tackle. So that's real. But he just needs to keep stacking days. If he keeps doing what he did yesterday, then he's going to get more and more ops.
When it comes to Michael.
Yeah, Wade Graham, you remember last year, man? Shoot. Boy, they sold us on Joe Milton like he was a $6 million man. Boy, they were trying to sell folks on Joe Milton, boy. Shoot. Never seen. They made all the stuff they said about Joe Milton had me laughing last year. Hadn't seen anybody that can throw the ball as hard and as far as Joe Milton. He can throw it a mile. We don't need you to throw it a mile in the game. That's the problem. We just need you to throw it 5 yards. In the game, you ain't throwing the ball 5 miles. You ain't even throwing the ball half a mile in the game. Can you throw a 15-yard? Can you throw a 15-yard out? That's all we need you to do, bro. Can you do a 8-yard comeback? can you throw a drag route? I mean, you ain't throwing the ball a mile. Oh, and then they really started getting us. Joe Milton was doing backflips last year. Man, Joe Milton had everybody impressed. He didn't have me impressed. I'm sorry, bro, but you don't do backflips in the game. Man, media was eating this stuff up, man. Joe Milton, I mean, can y'all believe this stuff was actually a headline last year? Joe Milton does a backflip before every practice. Okay. Okay, Joe Milton does a backflip before every practice. Okay, I go shoot hoop. I go shoot a free throw before every practice. Can y'all believe these were actually talking points last year? Oh yeah, Joe Milton, boy, he's gonna push Dak Prescott. Okay. I said it last year. Okay. You know what I said, G? That was the real fool's gold last year. Man, Ice Cold Cowboy, you remember that last year around this time, bro? Boy, Joe Milton was headlines, bro. They were catching this man in mid backflip. Yeah, Joe Milton make turn backflips, boy. Okay, really, I'm sorry, I just don't need to turn backflips in the game. I mean, come on, man. Show this dude throwing the ball. They showed him throwing the ball out the stadium. Man, Joe Milton. Man, have y'all seen the latest Madden rating? I don't know what Joe Milton's actual rating is in Madden. Do y'all know that Joe Milton has in Madden the highest, hardest throw rating in Madden football? He has the highest, hardest thrower of the football in Madden. I'm sorry, bro. That's just not a stat I want to be known for, bro. I'm sorry. Sorry, bro. Oh, man. Don't get me wrong. I like Joe Milton. I like Joe Milton, but, man, I love what Dak Prescott is doing with Joe Milton, taking him up under his wing and killed all that crazy talk and just trying to help this man learn how to be a quarterback, bro. I'm saying, man, boy, they were blowing Joe Milton up. They was blowing this man up, bro. We the boys said he go to the bathroom before every practice. Bro, they were blowing this man up last year. That's why I tell y'all all the time, whoever bill you, they can kill you. People bill you up to tear you down. Yeah, Royal Darrell said the problem with most Cowboys fans did not watch Joe Milton play in Tennessee. Real Darrell, I was saying the same thing last year, bro. I said the same thing last year. People were just looking at the highlights. That's it. William Harris, that's right. It's only good if you're accurate. That's it. All we want you to do is be accurate. That's it. Bottom line.
Linebacker, do you need to see him in a preseason game or even the scrimmages before you can get that full, real evaluation of what you got there? Because there's so much communication at that spot.
Yeah. The answer is no. We get plenty of reps out here. Speaking of that, like there was a really cool situation that came up yesterday where CP was trying to make D Mo think that the headset went out. It didn't go out. We had kind of talked about it and scripted it, and D Mo got to the exact call that he was supposed to, which is what you expect. So it was not a malfunction of the headset. It was something scripted, and D Mo was outstanding getting us lined up into the call that we wanted to be in.
Coach Michelle on WBA, you said a little bit ago you're really, really excited to see what this defense is going to do this year. How does that excitement compare to maybe how you felt this time a year ago?
I'm always excited. You know, I just love what I do. I love coaching these young men. But I think, you know, when you think back on it, you know, I mean, the defense obviously took, you know, the brunt of the criticism. I put myself right at the top of that heap as the head coach. But I think I'm excited because of how hard these guys are working, all the changes that we've made, you know. But, you know, we haven't done anything yet, and we need to do it. And as a football team, you need to be really good in all three phases. And that's what we hope we become, because we think that if we're strong in all three phases, we'll be a tough out. Good. Thank you, guys.
I'm going to tell you overall what I've seen from Brian Schottenheimer the last couple of interviews. I'm going to be 100% real. I absolutely like what Schotty has been doing the last couple of press conferences. Schotty is very focused on winning, and you can tell. Not a lot of jokes, not a lot of laughter. It's like business. I want to get to business. You know, I love what he's talking about. He's got a Super Bowl conversation, but he's also got a Super Bowl work ethic. He just said we hadn't done anything. Because I want you to catch what that reporter just tried to do to Brian Schottenheimer. Did y'all catch what that reporter, I don't know who that was again. Did y'all catch what she just tried to do to Brian Schottenheimer? She asked Brian Schottenheimer, you know, what is the difference in how you feel this year about the defense versus last year about the defense? Kind of like, why are you more excited about the defense this year? I can see what she's doing there. Because basically you're kind of pitting Christian Parker against Matt Eberflus. But I love what Schotty did right there. Schotty evaded that question. Schotty wasn't going to go there. I mean, you don't have to be a rocket scientist to pretty much gather that when Schottenheimer is elated to have Christian Parker over Matt Eberflus. Hello, Captain Obvious. Yeah, I can tell you why he's excited. He's got one of the best young defensive coordinators in the game, at least on paper right now. Why wouldn't he be excited? The way his players are gravitating towards him, the system that he has in place, modern system, helping the offense be better. Cool, calm, and collected. Has a control of the defense already. Got players that fit his system. You're doggone right he's more excited this year than last year. Thank you, Captain Obvious. Thank you. But again, I'm glad he's smart enough. Schotty is smart enough not to throw Matt Eberflus under the bus. And we even saw where Christian Parker is also equally as smart. Because people have tried to even bait Christian Parker into talking about what you're doing versus Matt Eberflus. And Christian Parker just cold crushed on him. Just, hey, you know what? I'm not into comparing myself. What was last year. This is this year. Bam. 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 We're not trying to give you headlines so you can run and say, yeah. So you can run and say, yeah, man. Christian Parker said he gonna be better than what Matt Eberflus was last year. Nah. We ain't got time for that. We don't have time to be that petty. Leave that to the content creator. Let us be that petty. Leave that to the fan base. Leave that to the fan base. We can be that petty. But we don't need Schotty. We don't need Christian Parker to be that petty. We'll take that on out here in this atmosphere. But heck yeah, why wouldn't he be more excited? Better players, better system, better coach, better coaching staff defensively. Heck yeah, he's excited. Heck yeah, he's absolutely excited. He's excited. All right, so again, head over here to DallasCowboys.com. I want to see if I can mix in Tyler Guyton into this conversation. Let me see if I can pull a Tyler Guyton, because actually I don't have the clip of Tyler Guyton, but I saw a clip of Tyler Guyton. I want to pull Tyler Guyton into this conversation because we're about to have our Gotti conversation. Let me see here. Yeah, we're going to have our Gotti conversation here in just a moment. Let me pull up look like there's a couple of more clips coming down on X. So we'll throw some of those at the bottom. But I want to see if I can pull up the Tyler Guyton conversation. I actually thought that was on DallasCowboys.com. All right, and so it looks like too shortly we'll be listening to Dak Prescott. Looks like Dak Prescott was at the podium earlier, but the video hasn't came down. So hopefully the video will come down while we're live. But let me see if I can pull up Tyler Guyton, because, and as a matter of fact, I think I may have it in the clip. Okay, so Tyler Guyton was the one, I believe, who kind of let us in on Gotti.
Do you like this?
So let's kind of hone in on this. And I'm very excited about this because Dak is doing some very bold things. And I'm going to tell you something. Confidence with talent and humility is everything. Confidence with talent and humility is everything. And the thing that I'm noticing about Dak Prescott, way more confident this season. Way more confident this season. I think in the past, and y'all tell me what y'all think about this. I think there's a difference in wanting to win the Super Bowl and knowing that you can win a Super Bowl. Tell me if y'all think that's a difference. There's a difference. Oh, wait, you said no sound? Hold on. Okay, I see sound over here. Okay, you say you can hear crazy. I was about to say, I see sound over here. Somebody else let me know if you can't hear. Because I see readout and everything over here. Don't see anything going crazy with the internet. See if you can refresh your browser. All right, let me do something real quick. Let me give y'all a quick pause. Let me see. All right, let's see. All right, can y'all hear me now? All right, everybody can hear me? All right, cool. All right, so there's a difference in wanting to win the Super Bowl and knowing you can win the Super Bowl. And I think what we've seen in the past is that Dak Prescott, I believe he wanted to win a Super Bowl. And I believe he wanted to win a Super Bowl. I even think he had an issue of where he even thought he could maybe win a Super Bowl if this, or this. But now we are watching Dak Prescott in a whole different mode. Dak Prescott knows now. He knows he can win a Super Bowl. He knows it now. He knows it because he's older, elder statesman. You can't surprise him with anything. His ability to play the game, we saw it last year. Who would ever have thunk it that of all the quarterbacks that were drafted when Dak Prescott was drafted, that Dak Prescott is pretty much better than all of them? He's a better quarterback. Came in running. Now he's one of the best pocket passers we've ever seen. So Dak Prescott now, he's watching. He's got the coach that he wants. He's got the defensive coordinator that he wants. He's got the coaches that he wants. He's getting the players finally that he wants. Dak Prescott is no longer thinking, I want to win a Super Bowl, as much as now his confidence level is, I know we can win a Super Bowl. I have the ability. I have the mind. I know we can win a Super Bowl. Now I got a GM/owner who is behind me. We can win the Super Bowl. Dak's moving different. And the way I know Dak is moving different is because of this right here. Dak is moving different.
I do like this also from Dak Prescott, just in terms of the confidence it shows that he has and the confidence it instills in the rest of the offense. This is a quarterback that has been in the league for a long time and that knows better than most players across.
Now, understand, I hadn't even listened to this before. We're playing it right now. He's basically saying the same thing I said.
Across the NFL, what it is like to be in the crosshairs of social media, to be in the crosshairs of the talk shows, and to put something like this out there welcomes more of that. Yeah, he knows that. Well, and you start talking about your offense as the greatest offense there is, now you got to go back it up. Yeah. So that is showing a serious level of confidence in his own ability and in this offense's ability that, hey, we're going to put this out there. We're going to talk about ourselves in this way, and we believe we're going to go back it up. Because if they don't, they're going to hear about it. Now, that also probably speaks to Dak's willingness and understanding of all of that talk and bluster and social media discussion doesn't matter anyway. He's heard it all, so what's a little bit more? But it does take a certain level of confidence to put something like this out there and welcome that criticism, or be able to go out there and back it up and squash the possibility for any criticism.
Yeah. Yeah. What you are watching is a much more confident Dak Prescott. That's what you're watching. And not only are you watching a much more confident Dak Prescott, let me show you what Dak Prescott is doing to this team psychologically. He says, greatest offense there is. Yeah, because you got George Pickens and CeeDee Lamb. You got Javonte Williams. You got a triplet on the offensive line. If your left tackle and right tackle catch up this year, you're going to be hard to stop. You got Jaden Blue. You got Ryan Flournoy. You got Michael Trigg. You got Jake Ferguson. You got weapons around you. You got a coach that believes in you and an owner that believes in you. You got a defense now on the opposite side of you. I was saying this last year. Quarterbacks move differently when they have number one or top five defenses. I'm telling you, they take more chances. They're willing to do things they wouldn't do. And we are watching Dak Prescott. He believes in everything that is going on with this team. I don't think Dak is saying this just as bulletin board material. I don't think he's saying this for bulletin board material. We may be having a conversation. We may be having a conversation in 5 to 10 years that we started having about the 90s Cowboys after they were done with the game. When the Cowboys were playing in the 90s, we were not necessarily saying, yeah, man, the Dallas Cowboys, this offensive line is one of the best offensive lines in history. We were not really saying it like that then. It wasn't until we looked back and we were like, man, they had one of the best offensive lines in history. And even when you go back and start looking at the defense, you start thinking like that. But when you look at this offense, if Tyler Guyton and Terrence Steele do what they are supposed to do, this may literally be one of the greatest offenses we've ever seen. Y'all remember The Greatest Show on Turf? with the Rams, the Cowboys, as they are currently constructed offensively, I would dare say they are as talented, if not more. Yeah. We may be looking back 5 to 10 years from now saying, that offense was incredible. They were literally unstoppable. Dak Prescott has a reason to be confident. He has a reason to be confident. And I'm telling you, man, people keep talking about, yeah, this is George Pickens last year in Dallas. I don't think so. I don't think so. I do not think this is George Pickens last year in Dallas. If the Cowboys go to where we think they are going, Super Bowl at the greatest, second to third round at the least, there is no way you're going to say, okay, we can go ahead and let George go now. What? Ain't no way. Ain't no way. Ain't no way you're letting George Pickens go if he contributes to you getting to that point. There's no way. There's no way you're letting him go. You're not. This is when we actually first heard this whole Gotti situation. We heard this first, I believe, from Guyton. Let's check out Guyton. Hey, Chuck. I'm going to tell you something. Chuck said, he said, baby Jesus, keep Dak healthy. Hey, Chuck, I'm going to tell you something. Putting Dak under center is going to prolong Dak Prescott's health, I believe. It's going to prolong his health. That play action stops defenses from teeing off on your quarterback. It stops them in their tracks. If it's just a small hesitation, it helps. It's going to prolong. And if Guyton does what we all believe he can do, Dak's going to be fine this year. He's going to be fine going forward. Not to mention the way Dak is taking care of his body, I think he's going to be okay.
What's the identity? Fast, physical, violent, imposing our will on opponents. You know, Dak has a new saying, Gotti, greatest offense there is. So that's the standard for us.
That's Dak's saying for y'all.
There it is. Let's listen to Guyton again. What is the identity of this offense? Do y'all know this offense hasn't had an identity in a long time? Hasn't had an identity in a long time. What's your identity again? Let's hear it again.
What's the identity? Fast, physical, violent, imposing our will on opponents. Dak has a new saying, Gotti, greatest offense there is. So that's the standard for us.
That's it. Greatest offense there is. And let's think about what we've been talking about. That includes lessening your penalties. Yes, you cannot be the greatest offense there is unless your mental game is right. You've got to lessen the penalties. Rather than being one of the worst teams in penalties, can you flip that around this year? And can you be one of the least penalized teams? Because that in itself is going to help you be one of the best offenses, one of the greatest offenses there is. Absolutely.
Dak saying for y'all.
Gotti, ask me about it. G-O-T-I.
Okay.
There it is. Gotti, G-O-T-I. Greatest offense there is. Yeah. That's from our quarterback, y'all. That's confidence. Andre Johnson said 271. It's now 322 people in the building. All 322 people, please hit that like button right now. Not right now, right now. Let's push this out into the YouTube algorithm. Tyler Guyton, man. Tyler Guyton, he just said it. And this team believes in Dak. It believes in Dak. Chuck Dunaway, he said, hit that like button. Let's go. Hit that like button. Like, share, subscribe if you already haven't. Tyler Guyton, man, this team believes in Dak Prescott. It believes in Dak Prescott. It does. Brandon Cup, He said, G, mental is why our defense was 32nd. I got faith in Guyton. Man, I'm going to tell you something, Brandon Cup. I ain't saying another negative word, anything negative about Tyler Guyton. Every time you hear me talk about Tyler Guyton, I'm going to give you these 3 things. Stay healthy, stay on the field, and dominate. Enough said. Enough said. I ain't got no more words. I believe Tyler Guyton can do it. I believe he can do it. Enough said. I'm not listening to none of this competition stuff. Enough said. All right, let's go to player interviews. We just heard a little bit from Guyton, so we'll transition over to player interviews. Excuse me, we've got player interviews. They are coming down. Again, I've noticed that Dak Prescott, I'm starting to see clips of Dak Prescott over on Dallas. Well, it hasn't dropped on DallasCowboys.com as of yet, but I do see where he's been interviewed. So I'm hoping we can go ahead and get that in today. So while we're waiting on Dak Prescott, I don't know if y'all have seen this. I didn't get a chance to watch it. It came up yesterday, right around the time we got off. But
Watkins, Dallas Morning News.
Here is the anchor of the Dallas Cowboys defense. The anchor. Hold on a second. Let me see what Frank Lawrence said. Frank Lawrence said, come on, G. I can tell Tyler Guyton doesn't believe what he said. I hope it's not true. He said, I can tell Tyler Guyton don't believe what he's saying. Tyler Smith plays with discipline and violence. Go out and sign Taylor Decker or a pro who can play left tackle nasty. Hey, I ain't going to be mad if they bring in Taylor Decker. But I'll tell you this, Frank. They're gauging this. They're gauging this. You watch what I tell you. Frank Lawrence said Tyler Smith has the nasty disposition. You appreciate that super chat? Yeah. He has the nasty disposition of a pro offensive lineman. He plays with discipline and violence. He says you can't teach nasty. Ooh. You saying something right there, bro. You saying something right there. But I can tell you this. You might can't teach it, but, you know, sometimes you just got to tell people just imitate. You know, sometimes it's good. Sometimes it's good to play with a guy like a Tyler Smith. He'll rub off on you. Again, I'm telling you where I am with this, Frank Lawrence. I'm telling you where I am. Stay healthy, stay on the field, and dominate. That's all I got to say about him. What up, Bass? Bass in the building. All right. Let's check out the anchor of our defense, Mr. Quinnen Williams.
Seems as if there's another player in your position getting some big money, and Stephen Jones said he would like to maybe take care of your thoughts about your position and how the salary structure is moving up.
Yeah, it's pretty cool, man, to see the guys get paid, you know what I'm saying, especially like Jalen Carter and Jeffrey Simmons. Man, them two phenomenal players, phenomenal guys, man. I watch their film all the time, especially with CP coming over and the things that Jalen Carter do, man. He's well deserving of every penny he's got and earned, and just fantastic watching him on film, trying to see what I can take from his game and put it in the same scheme that we kind of running right now. So it's been phenomenal just watching them guys on film and learning from them guys. And for me right now, man, I'm just trying to stay focused on the training camp, enjoying Oxnard, enjoying having one of the best quarterbacks in the league and one of the best offenses in the league, and just enjoy building this defense and trying to get this defense in the right direction. So,
your position.
Yeah. Now, notice, pure professional. Calvin Watkins tried to bring up money. Y'all see how Quinnen Williams sidestepped that question like Neo in the first Matrix? And probably even more so like Neo in the second Matrix. Y'all see how Quinnen Williams just sidestepped that? Quinnen Williams said exactly what he needed to say. Not focused on getting paid because I'm getting paid. Steven has already let the cat out of the bag. They're already talking to his agent. It's obvious. Quinnen is going to be the highest paid defensive tackle in the game, if not top 2. But I believe he's going to be the number 1 paid defensive tackle in the game. Quinnen Williams, man, I'm not worried about money. I'm trying to enjoy this training camp, having a great having one of the best QBs in the league, one of the best offenses in the league. You know what Quinnen Williams just told him? Bro, I'm on a team now, and I'm on a good team, and we're going somewhere. That's it. We're going somewhere. The money going to take care of itself. The money going to take care of itself. I love how this young man carries himself. Beast mode on the field, gentleman off the field. I wish more people could do this. I wish more people could do it. Gentlemen off the field. That's how you do it. Gentlemen off the field. Hey, Brandon Cup, hey, I'm going to tell you what, I'm going to be doing the Q Shuffle, man. I'm going to be practicing all season long, bro. I'm going to be doing it myself. Chuck Dunaway, he said I can't do it by myself. Exactly, man. Yes, sir. Ice Cold, I know Kung Fu. D.O., yes, sir. Hey, I'm going to tell you something, Ice Cold. I believe he is going to pay him early. I think he's going to get paid in this camp. I think he's paying him early. I do. I think he's going to pay him early. Frank Lawrence, he said, Greer to center, Jay Sean named killer first team reps. Yeah. Okay. All right, give me some clarity on that one. But again, man, I'm telling you, Quinnen ain't got time for this nonsense, bro. Yeah, he ain't got time for it. Shoot, Muse Loco says, shut that drama up without saying it. Yes, sir. Exactly, man. Man, Brandon Cup, bro, I still can't get over. Maybe it happens. Bro, the fans getting Christian Parker's autograph is insane to me.
Evolved, because usually in defense we talk about the edge rushers get all the money, but now it seems like guys like you are moving up a little bit.
Yeah, it's evolved tremendous. I was joking with Kenny Clark about like how far the defensive tackle market has come since he was coming in and things like that when it was sitting at like what $17 million a year was the highest paid, and that was like Fletcher Cox and like Aaron Donald, those guys, and now we're at 38. So we were just laughing, joking about that, man, and it just phenomenal to see like the impact that my position, defensive tackles, they're making. Like you always see, like the teams that's in the Super Bowl has phenomenal D tackles.
Have I not been saying this? How many times have y'all heard me make this argument? How many times? I believe I'm the first person that started making this argument. I could be wrong, and that's no knock on anybody else. But I believe I'm the first person that really started harping on that argument of Super Bowl teams have what? Defensive tackles. Yeah, that's how you win Super Bowls. That's how you win Super Bowls. Everybody's running, oh, yeah, man. I'm not mad if the Cowboys get Max Crosby. I'm not mad if they get Max Crosby. But I'm not sure you need Max Crosby to do what the Cowboys are trying to do. You could literally get a DeMarcus Lawrence level of player like Seattle did last year. As long as you got this defensive tackle and Kenny Clark is your defensive tackle and a healthy DeMarion Overshown and some of these other guys, you could bring in a DeMarcus Lawrence level of player and would still pay dividends. Because you already got Rashawn Gary, and I'm telling us now, we're doing this man a disservice because people are sleeping on Rashawn Gary. This man going to be a monster for the Cowboys. You watch what I tell you. Rashawn Gary is going to shock Cowboys Nation. He's going to be a monster himself playing with Quinnen Williams and Kenny Clark. Watch what I tell you. I'm not going to be mad if they get Max Crosby, but I don't think you need Max Crosby and that much money on the cap. Get your DeMarcus Lawrence level player.
with Seattle and the Eagles and Kansas City in a few years, man, and those guys being very effective and things like that. So that's all I focus on, man. I just focus on bringing an impact to this team, bringing an impact to this defense, and trying to get this team going in the right direction. So another D tackle could be in the Super Bowl soon. So that's all I'm focused on. That's all I'm really worried about right now, and just enjoying this weather, enjoying going against Tyler Smith every day, Tyler Booker every day, just enjoying the hard work and the camaraderie that it all comes with being a Dallas Cowboy and being here in Oxnard. So,
yeah, he said he want to see another defensive tackle in the Super Bowl. That defensive tackle I want to see in the Super Bowl is Quinnen Williams. And I think he got everything that it requires to anchor a defense like the Cowboys. He's got everything it requires. And the thing that I'm impressed most with Quinnen Williams is not the talent only. It's this part. It's the podium. It's how he carries himself in the court of public opinion, and even in the court, or even when he's not in the court. Gentleman off the field. Bottom line. Bottom line. Yeah, Clifford. See, we were talking about those defenses that Parsons played on, man. They were fool's gold. They were really fool's gold. Never had a defensive tackle this level. Never had a defensive tackle this level. When you got a defensive tackle of this caliber, man, you don't have to have a Michael Parsons. I'm sorry, Rashawn Gary gonna eat, man. This dude, Rashawn Gary gonna eat. Gary gonna eat. Watch what I tell you. People are underestimating this dude. Gary gonna eat.
DLS Cowboys, have you had any indication that deal could get done for you in camp or anytime soon? Because like you said, he had talked to Nicole already. I don't know where you further in that process. What do you know about that?
I truly don't know, man. I let them handle that. Like I said, man, I'm just truly enjoying being here, man. I'm enjoying being on the Dallas Cowboys. First training camp, first time in Oxnard, first time kind of being in a sense where we can get better and trying to get better on defense, especially with the new guys coming in, with the new staff coming in, and just kind of focus on getting this defense going in the right direction, because we have a great offense. Everybody know we have a great offense, and it's our job on defense to win championships, because that's the saying. So we got a long way to go from last year, and I'm just extremely focused on that and extremely dedicated to that. So.
First time Dak told us in minicamp, because we all know you've never been in the playoffs. And he said, you want to get in the playoffs, and he wants you to get up and win the playoffs. We talking about never been in the playoffs, and particularly up in this team that already talked about Super Bowl, winning the playoffs.
I definitely never been to the playoffs, man. And as a competitor, man, I want to win it all. Like I compete in this sport. I'm an ultimate competitor, and I want to win every single game if I can. I was bred to win from Coach Saban and do the things that we can do there at Bama, and I wanted to bring that same mentality, especially to this defense, because our offense have that mentality, and just trying to develop a new defensive culture, a defensive mindset. And we got the right guys on defense. Got Kenny Clark, Rashawn Gary, two unbelievable leaders. Caleb Downs, the unbelievable college leader, and coming into the NFL ready to learn. And our defensive staff is unbelievable too. So really just focus on, man, getting that side together and doing the things that we can do to carry our weight on this team, because the offense for sure gonna carry theirs.
Considering that Bama history, how disappointing has it been to not been in the playoffs since you've been in the league? I mean, that's just a different mentality you have to deal with.
Yeah, honestly, I haven't thought about it since I became a Cowboy.
Thank you, bro. Clarence Hill is just trying to drag it out of him. Just trying to drag it out of him. He's like, man, I ain't thinking about this stuff, man. Dallas Cowboy ain't got time for all this old negative stuff. Trying his best to drag it out of him. It's just crazy work.
Just because it's so refreshing being here, knowing that you have guys with the same like mindset with that you have, especially on that offensive line, man. You got guys on that offensive line who want to get better with themselves, who want you to get better in their own instincts, and you got an offense leader like Dak Prescott, who's going to come out and push you to the best of the best as a defense every single day, because he wants you to get better, because he knows defenses win championships. So being a part of a group, man, that has the same exact mindset that I have.
What did I told y'all this last year even? Didn't I tell y'all this? Quarterbacks move different when they have defenses. They move different. Quarterbacks with defenses move different. I said this last year. I said it year before last. Quarterbacks with defenses have a whole different type of swag. Go look at 1992 Troy Aikman. Nothing but swag. You think it was because of Emmitt Smith and Michael Irvin and only that offensive line? No. This dude had the #1 defense in football. The #1 defense in football. Yes, you walk different. This dude just said Dak Prescott knows defense wins championships. This is why Dak Prescott's swag is different. Yeah. Yeah. Jerry Betts, he said, I don't know who was first or something. The AOC was saying this, and so I was a dominant internal player. Yeah, I've been saying it. I don't know when AOC started saying it. I ain't saying he copied me or anything like that, but I didn't hear anybody saying it. I was saying it. And understand, it ain't like this is information that people can't get on their own. I mean, come on. I'm not telling you it's something that somebody copied from me. I mean, really, anybody who's been paying attention, and I'm not even trying to belittle people when I say that, but it's obvious. When you look at the highest paid, and I've been doing this now for 2 years, when you look at the highest paid edge rushers in the game, they don't have Super Bowls. I mean, it's pretty obvious. It's pretty obvious conversation. And a lot of people, they still push these edge rushers. They push these edge rushers and push these edge rushers. No. What you need to be pushing is defensive and offensive tackles. If your offensive and defensive tackle game is good, shoot, man, you're knocking off a lot of folk. You're knocking off a lot of folk, especially when you got a quarterback like Dak and all these other players around that. Shoot, boy, you knocking heads, boy. You knocking heads. But again, when you start talking about Quinnen Williams, your quarterback, I said this, your quarterback has a different type of swag when he has a defense. He does. He thinks different, talks different. Everything about him is different. He knows that in any given game, he's got about two turnovers built in. He's got about 2 turnovers built in to where his defense is good enough that even if he turns it over twice in a game, his defense is so good, he still got an opportunity to win. This is why Dak Prescott is like it is.
When it comes down to winning, when it comes down to winning the playoff, when it comes down to being an ultimate competitor, is unbelievable and refreshing to me. So.
Yeah, Braves Cowboys, AOC, he one of the best in the game right now. He one of the best in the game.
Leaders, obviously you're a leader too on this team. How do you think your leadership has grown and evolved throughout your career?
It's grown tremendous, man, especially because I came in, especially in the NFL, like a leader by example. I was the guy that was going to be on time, the guy who's going to set the standard for everything when it comes down to being on time, working my tail off and things like that. So I've been around a bunch of great leaders, a bunch of great players in this league, and just learn from those guys. I had C.J. Mosley, Frank Gore, Tyron Smith, just name a few great leaders who taught me so much about trying to get that vocal leadership out and trying to develop a vocal leadership, reading books and things like that. So it's definitely been helping me being around great people and great leadership. And also it's easy to lead when you got guys who have the same mindset like that we have here. So.
You you got thrown in the mix last year at defensive tackle. Where do you think you and Kenny are now going into this year, and how much smoother do you think that'll be now that you got a full offseason together?
I think it's going to be extremely smooth, man. Like, having a full offseason together, we both went to OTAs for majority of the time and got a chance to gel with each other, and now we had training camp with each other. Not just Kenny, just the new defensive line coach, the young guys that we drafted that's in that defensive line room, and even bringing in Tito, even bringing in having young Jay in there, man. It's phenomenal having those guys in there and getting a chance to work and gel and build chemistry with each other, man. Because like I said, it's super easy to be a leader. It's super easy to kind of come to work and work hard when you got guys with the same mindset as you. But if you got guys you got to drag along and really babysit, it's kind of hard in that case. So we have a bunch of guys on our team and our room that has the same like mindset, and the ultimate goal is to win. So
yeah, man, these guys are very confident. These guys are very confident in each other. I think they see something in each other. They see something. They see that eye of the tiger. They can, the culture that they built. They are confident in the players and what they're seeing being built right before their eyes. These guys are going to play for each other this year. And this is what Brian Schottenheimer's been trying to build all along. He's been trying to build this all along. So, man, this is about to be some of the best. And I said this when the season ended last year. We are about to see a ferocious Dallas Cowboys Super Bowl run. Ferocious. They're going for it. They are going for it. Cowboys are going for it, man. There's no doubt about it. They're going for it. And the way they're going for it is the right way. They're not going for it with just big names. Everybody gets enamored with big names. This is why every time Max Crosby name get brought up, you get folks start going crazy. I'm not going crazy about Max Crosby. It's what they're doing as a team. That's what should have everybody excited. And that's exactly what Quinnen Williams is explaining. The team. It's a team that makes a quarterback confident. It's a team that has Quinnen Williams confident, not worried about the money and all of those things. It's a team. Yeah. Yeah, Braves, Cowboys, I plan to be on tomorrow, even though I think the Cowboys will be taking a break. I'll be on tomorrow. There's no doubt about it. Got to. We'll be on tomorrow. Yes, sir. I see y'all comments about AOC, man. One of the best in the game. One of the best in the game. I think AOC, we watching content creators kind of, they kind of get out there and we're watching Botch Lombardi. He's popping out there. We're watching Law Nation. Law Nation is going places, and I think AOC gonna be the next one. I really do. I think he's gonna be one of the next one to do it. Yeah, AOC, one of them. Great content, great Cowboys content creator. He one of them for sure. But again, man, we just got this. You can feel that this Cowboys team. It's a team, because I haven't felt like this in years. Even when Mike McCarthy was here, I never really felt like this was a team. Even in the Jason Garrett years, I never felt like it was a team. This is one of the first times in a long time. This feels like a cohesive unit. Offense, defense, special teams. And I think where Brian Schottenheimer is really helping all of this out and where he's really separating himself is that you never heard Jason Garrett talk about the defense hardly, because that was his own thing. You never heard Mike McCarthy up until his last season kind of start talking about the defense, but with Schtty, this started last year when Matt Eberflus thought it was going to be the same as it always been. Schotty said it ain't going to be the same as it always been. I'm not going to be just the offensive coordinator holding the title of a head coach. Schotty is saying, I'm the head coach of this doggone team. That's what Schotty's saying. I'm the head coach. That's what Schotty's saying. I'm the head coach. I'm going to let Clayton Adams call some plays sometimes in Oxnard, California, so I can go see what Christian Parker is doing. Yeah, he's saying I'm the head coach. Mike McCarthy consumed, and when Jerry tried to let Mike be the head coach, he didn't want to be the head coach. He wanted to be the play caller and the head coach. Some people can't do both. Schotty, we're going to see if he can do both this year. But I think there may be a time. You never know. Especially with all the stuff we're hearing about Clayton Adams. Clayton Adams, man, it sounds like they're trying to fast-track Clayton Adams and Christian Parker. So we got to get this Super Bowl while we can. We got to get this Super Bowl while we can, Cowboys Nation. They're trying to fast-track those two coaches. I'm telling us, man, we're going to be looking back in a few years and realizing what they have put together is incredible. Incredible. We're going to realize it. Watch what I tell you.
Tommy Yarsh, DallasCowboys.com. Whether you have the contract conversations now or later, is Dallas where you want to be long term?
Oh, for sure, man. Especially.
What are you going to say right here now? What Quinnen Williams? Y'all tell me what Quinnen Williams going to say if somebody say this the place you want to be. What he going to say now? What he going to say, y'all? Is he going to say now? Come on, man. What kind of question is this for Quinnen Williams, man? This where you want to be long term? What he supposed to say? Nah, man, I'm just in for a little while, man. Hope we win this year, because if we don't win this year, I'm not going to sign nothing. I'm going to be up out of here. I mean, come on, man.
Being here with these guys, man, you got a phenomenal group, man, phenomenal staff, man, organization-wise, man. It's unbelievable, man. And then having guys that you can call and lean on, like DeMarcus Ware is one of my guys. It's unbelievable, man. So, like I said, man, I'm not really focused on no contract. Like, I definitely want to be here for the long haul. I definitely will enjoy and love being here for the long haul, but I want to win, and that's kind of the only thing I'm really focused on is winning and kind of getting this defense into the groove where we can win football games for this team. So
that's it.
Our telegram. Obviously,
just
having
win,
a
baby.
runway is a good thing, but what has this runway into training camp and now with one practice on your belt? What does that look like for you? How different is it compared to past year?
Can you repeat that again?
The runway you have into the season. Obviously, it's a good thing compared to being traded mid-year.
Yes, sir.
What does that runway look like for you, though? That through this point, now having a practice on the field.
Just competing every day. Like I said, man, we got a great interior. We got a great interior offensive line and offensive line in the whole, man. You got one of the best interior offensive guard over there. So I feel like I'm one of the best D tackles in the league, and just getting a chance to go against him every single day is going to make me better. Getting a chance to talk to those guys every single day, getting a chance to just build camaraderie amongst the defensive line, amongst the defense, getting a chance to just lead and push each other to the right direction, because we have the guys who know how it's supposed to look to win championships on a college level, or win playoff games or NFC championships from Green Bay, those guys. So just getting a chance to really gel our mindset as a defense, and then getting a chance to just compete against one of the best offenses in the league, and just really iron sharpens iron is going to make us even better, and I hope it make them even better. So
Dallas Morning News. You mentioned that you want to be here.
I mean, I don't know what else they want this dude to say, man. I don't know what else they want him to say. Brandy, you said greatest offense in the league. Greatest offense this. I got to hear it again myself. Now you got me mixed up. Greatest offense. Somebody got to give me the acronym again. I'm going to have to go back and listen to it. But it's the Dak Prescott term. I ain't used to it yet.
Long haul and that you want to win.
Yeah.
When did you really get sold on the belief that you could win here, that the Cowboys were a place you could
I think when I got traded here. I think when you get traded and somebody put that belief in you, when you get drafted and traded, it's kind of the same I guess feeling. When somebody believe in you to know
Thank
that
you, Andre
okay,
Johnson. Greatest offense there is. Thank you, Andre Johnson. Boy, I couldn't think of that for nothing right off the top of my head.
One of the guys I feel like you can help us win and help us achieve the goal that we always want to achieve. So as soon as I got traded, I wanted to be here. Like, I wanted to be here for the long haul. I didn't want to just come and just play around. I want to be here and win. I want to win for the organization because it has a winning culture. It has a winning history, and I want to kind of bring that back here. And I kind of want to win for not only
what up, David Evans?
Me, myself personally, but guys like Dak Prescott who works his tail off and been here 10 years and, you know what I'm saying, deserve a Super Bowl. And guys like Schtty, who's a 5-time Pro Bowler and been here 5 years and who deserves a Super Bowl. And you just see those things like that, and you just see how great they was last year and the defense wasn't so great. So it just urges me personally to get this defense together so the hard work that they put in won't just be go to waste anymore.
James Slater, NFL Network. Has there been a particular interaction with Christian Parker that stands out to you?
I just think his swag, man. Every day he comes ready to work. Every day he comes just with a swag and a mentality to get better and to be the best that he can be. And it's just amazing, man. I love he like to laugh and joke. And I just have fun with this staff, man. And these guys are super prepared, super ready, and from a winning culture. They know how it feels to win. My defensive line coach won the Super Bowl at the Rams. CP, of course, been to 2 Super Bowls, won a Super Bowl with the Eagles, and they know how it's supposed to look. They know how All-Pro look. They know how Pro Bowlers look, and they know how a great defense is supposed to look. So just trusting in them to kind of guide us in the right direction and to turn us into those same Super Bowl winning defenses. So.
You say that you read a lot. Is there a particular book that stands out and sort of guides you?
It's not a particular book. It's just kind of one of those things. Like I'll be strolling on Instagram, or my wife will send me a book, and I just kind of glance through it or read it or clip note it and just find some different nuggets I can pull out and just to help me be a better leader or a better person in general. So.
Is there one you're leaning on right now, a nugget that's getting you through camp?
Just the playbook. Just the playbook right now. So.
Andrew Thompson said, where's Clarence Hill when you need him? These questions are crazy.
Coach Schottenheimer this morning mentioned how you're one of the more humble stars he's been around.
Yeah.
That humility started at a young age. Where did it come from?
I think it's truly come from just everything that I've accomplished, and everything I get to do is a blessing. So I just kind of carry that mindset of it could be taken away from me any day. So enjoy it, enjoy the people around you, and make a difference in anybody's life, make a difference in somebody else's life that you come across. And I live by this code, like treat others how I want to be treated. So even when I'm giving constructive criticism on the field, I always had that mindset of like, treat that person how you want to be treated. So kind of, even if I'm upset at that person or if I'm upset, just kind of take a deep breath and give that person constructive criticism how I want somebody to constructive criticize me. So I kind of just live with those values and try to apply those things when I do my leadership or how I go about my life. So
this is exactly what the Cowboys needed.
I think
Yep. Quinnen Williams is exactly what the Cowboys needed. You need a person that I remember when I started preaching way back, and there was a guy that was kind of training me. And one of the things that he told me, he said, when you in that pulpit, he said, man, you be a monster when it comes to preaching that word of God. He said, but when you step out, you be a teddy bear. It's kind of how you approach everything you do. You attack whatever it is you do, man. And I do everything I do in the name of the Lord. But, in everything you do, man, you want to attack it with everything that you have. I'm talking about your faith, your family, and your friends. You attack it with everything that you have, man. You bring that entire force because those are the things that help you to be successful. And so, man, I'm telling you, when you are the kind of person that Quinnen Williams is, what is he, like 6'5", 6'6", 300 pounds or something in that range? Man, people better be glad he's humble. He probably wouldn't even be playing football if he wasn't, because he'd probably be cracking people's skulls open when you're a large human being like that. But I'm just glad we got him on the team, man. I'm absolutely glad we got this guy on the team. The Cowboys needed a guy like him. Dak Prescott needed a guy like him so that Dak doesn't, while Dak is the leader of the team, Dak can't lead. He can be the leader of the team, but he also needs somebody to lead the defense while he's leading the offense on Sundays. He needs that defensive guy he can go to and say, let's get this defense hyped up or whatever the case may be. So, Quinnen Williams, man, love the fact that he's humble as he is. It's going to pay dividends. All right, let's do a couple of more of these player interviews. Hopefully we'll get Dak Prescott in here at some point. And somebody was asking if I'm going to be on tomorrow. I'm definitely going to be on tomorrow because probably not going to be able to get to the John Gruden preview. So that'll be our task for tomorrow because I'm thinking looking at the Cowboys schedule. Cowboys Oxnard schedule. I think they're going to be off tomorrow, if I'm not mistaken, or they're going to have other activities going on. Brandy, you out there in Oxnard, California? You out there in Oxnard, kind of what's been going on? I mean, how's it been out there? Let me see here. Yeah, how's it been out there in Oxnard, California? Yeah, it looks like the Cowboys open practice Wednesday, open practice on Thursday, and then tomorrow it's Oxnard fan. I'm sorry. It's Oxnard fan night tomorrow. So I'm assuming that means, at least I'm assuming, and maybe the Cowboys will be practicing, it just won't be open. Maybe they'll be practicing, it just won't be open. The next open practice, as a matter of fact, the next open practice the Cowboys have is going to be on Monday. So with them having a closed practice, there won't be anything coming out Friday, I'm sure, if they even practice, but there won't be anything Friday, Saturday, and Sunday coming out as far as the Cowboys go. Unless people are just talking more than anything else, because it will not be an open practice. I'm sure that's to the media members. We them boys, you said you'll be there on Saturday. I'm assuming that maybe they still practice, but you won't be allowed to take pictures and do any videos. Is that kind of what's going on? Yeah, Brandy's out there in Oxnard. I was just wondering like what's been the vibe out there? What's been the vibe out there in Oxnard, California? Chuck said he wish he could go. Yeah. Brandon said when the Cowboys show up in Oxnard, it's great. Are you out there? Brandon Cup, you out that way? Okay, Brandy said heat wave. Hey, Brandy, I heard it is hot out there. People thought it was going to be cool, but I heard it is hot out there. Brandy said heat wave. Dak looks good. GP and CD look good. Carson Boo. Carson Boo Boo, Revel is fast, and so is Blue. Have you had an opportunity to interact with any of the players? Have you had a chance to interact with any of the players? Yeah, so what I'm going to do tomorrow, because we went through those interviews and we went through the Schotty presser, we went through the Gotti thing. Brandy said Milton looks better. Okay, make sure you tell Lisa Worley. Make sure you tell Lisa Worley. Because she said he was poop emoji water earlier. Yeah, she said he was poop emoji water earlier, so I'm glad to hear. Man, Baz, I'm sorry, bro. I'm just saying, man, I just can't be sold on Kayla Carson, man. I cannot be sold on Kayla Carson. They keep trying to sell us Kayla Carson, man. I'm not buying it, bro. I cannot buy Kayla Carson. I can't. I don't care what they tell me. I can't buy Kayla Carson. All right, because I want to spend, because we got quite a few clips. And I know I'm not going to be, because it would take me probably to 9 or 10 o'clock. So we got quite a few clips. So we'll put this part onto, again, I hate to do it, but we'll put Riddick, Mad Dog, and Gruden on tomorrow. Because again, from what my understanding is, there's not going to be, because I'm sure Brian's not going to give an interview tomorrow. So, Brandy, let me know if there's any activity tomorrow. Let me know if there's any activity. Hey, Moncherio, it's a good idea. Do a trip with some of the subscribers to Oxnard. Yes, sounds pretty good. We'll see what happens next year, Lord willing. All right, so what we're going to do at this point, let's go over here to the Cowboys plays and highlights, because I'm telling you, I got a lot of them. Cowboys plays and highlights. Yeah, because I'm sure that there is no one allowed to do any videos or anything tomorrow, so we'll see. Jeremy Betts says, there it is, G. Need a grown man to lead those guys on defense, someone mature for those young guys to follow and learn to work and lean on and off the field. Exactly what we needed. Yeah, it's exactly what we needed, bro. Exactly what we needed. I mean, you can have some YNs, you can have some YNs, some young guns, but if you're going to have some young guns, a young team, young guns and YNs, you better have somebody mature. Because if you're not, it's going to get out of control. Oh, excuse me. It'll get out of control. All right. Let's check out the Dallas Cowboys. So the first thing that I woke up to this morning, I woke up to Nick. Let me see here. I woke up to Nick Eatman talking about a particular player. And we got more. We're going to have more player interviews again, because I believe Dak Prescott will probably shake down here momentarily. Yeah, I think Dak Prescott's going to shake down momentarily. Oh no, we'll see how long it takes. Might have to try to come on tonight if Dak Prescott interview drops sometime soon. So let me show you what happened the other day. I don't know if y'all saw this play, but we're going to kick off our Cowboy plays and discussions with this. I saw this play over here on X yesterday. Oh, no, I saw it this morning. And I didn't know what all the hoopla was about. But there was a lot of hoopla behind this play. Did y'all see this? I didn't think anything of it. This is Dak Prescott. This is Dak Prescott throwing to CeeDee Lamb. Now, if you pay attention, if this would have been in a real game, Dak Prescott would have been sacked. There's no doubt about it. This would have been a sack. So Dak Prescott moves out of the way and kind of throws it moving to his left to CeeDee Lamb. And they are calling this a drop by CeeDee Lamb. I didn't understand this. How is this a drop by CeeDee Lamb? Dak Prescott doesn't set his feet, moving to the right, avoiding a sack, because he probably would have got sacked. And people are calling that a block. Calling that a drop. I'm missing this part. They're calling this a drop. And so then this morning, as I'm watching this, I guess this may happen yesterday. Did this happen yesterday? Whatever the case may be. This was Nick Eatman this morning, so it must have been yesterday. And that's probably why I saw it this morning. So then this is Nick Eatman today. I don't know if y'all saw this, but check this out.
Nothing like the jugs machine in the morning. How about CeeDee Lamb here, 7:30 a.m. Oxnard, getting the helmet on, coming out doing the jugs machine. I was kind of surprised when I was doing this walk and talk, and I was like, who's about to fire up the jugs machine? That would be CeeDee Lamb. They didn't really want me to get a video of that, but you have to trust me on that one. But how about that when you think about just these players and they practice in the long hours and stuff like that, the dedication to go out there and get it done, be the first one here. So that's one of my first impressions here when you think about, you know, what's going on with this team and what you like out of practice. There's so much to talk about. But, you know, when I'm out here doing this walk and talk, I got the mower here behind me. But that's the first thing that popped out, is that these guys are going to continue to work hard. They work hard every day, and CeeDee Lamb's ready for another practice. So, all right, guys, we'll do it again next time.
Yeah, I didn't get the whole. Some people were making a correlation to this was a drop by CeeDee Lamb. I didn't get that pass as a drop by CeeDee Lamb. Somebody named DJ Reed, I'm not sure who this is, he says Dak Prescott is in midseason form, already throwing inaccurate passes, and CeeDee Lamb will get the blame for this drop. I don't understand this. This isn't even an inaccurate throw by Dak Prescott. Dak Prescott would have been sacked. You can clearly see this. I just don't understand how people don't think you throw bad passes even in practice. What are we talking about? Look at the hatred of people in the comments. Somebody says, Clarence Hill has already said one of Dak's misses in the morning practice was a CD drop. Shaking my head. I swear I hope the season ends with Sam Howell winning multiple playoff games. Dude, what? How crazy is this? How crazy is those? These people are going to town on this stuff. And somebody sarcastically says, never seen a quarterback miss a pass in training camp. This is insane. And this guy says exactly insane. No, I think the guy is being sarcastic. He's being sarcastic. Somebody says Butterfinger CeeDee Lamb. This is not a drop by CeeDee Lamb. It wasn't a drop. I don't even understand these kind of conversations. It wasn't a drop by CeeDee Lamb by any stretch of the imagination. All right, let's get a couple more. Let's go through the rest of these plays here. Brandy got to see these plays up close and personal. Brandy, were you there the whole practice today? Did you endure all the heat today? All right, this is George Pickens today. George Pickens was on fire, and so was CD. Nice pass by Dak. George Pickens is looking extremely well. Nice throw by Dak. It's training camp. And a lot of people don't realize this is why you have training camp, is because you're trying to get your timing right. You would love for Dak Prescott to get that a little bit further out there, but it's training camp. This is why you're having training camp. This is why you're practicing. People don't understand it's called practice. Yeah, it's called practice. These players are always trying to get better. I think this is the same pass in fast mode. Oh, no, it's a different one. All right, let's check this one out. This was an absolute dime by Dak Prescott. Check this throw out right here. This is dropped right in the bucket. Check it out. I mean, right over the top, man. Bam! That was nice right there. Yeah, again, you know, veterans have privileges. Told Jaden Blue, make sure you don't celebrate before you get in the end zone. Meanwhile, George Pickens can celebrate before. George can celebrate before we get in there, but we understand. George's first couple of days of camp have been fantastic. They have been fantastic. This is the 2 different angles of the catch we just saw. Let's run that back. Look at that ball placement. That was nice. Nice. Man, this dude CeeDee Lamb, this dude George Pickens, man, he got some different type of hands, man. Nice catch there. All right, then we got Big Quinnen Williams putting in work. This is Quinnen Williams. Caught up in the scrunch there, taking up 2. Took 2 people to get that man. Man, they doing this with no pads. Man, they were not lying when they were talking about physicality, man. Sheesh. All right. Yeah, I'm with you, Poobie D. That's why it's called practice. I don't understand people like you're supposed to hit every pass. I mean, it's great when you do. Dak Prescott, CeeDee Lamb. Nice. 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 Brady says she's sick of stupid people. Nice. CeeDee Lamb. Nice. Joe Milton. Brandy. Now, today, let me know if you saw anything different. So today in that press conference, Brandy, I don't know if you heard, but Brian Schottenheimer said today it was going to be more Sam Howell with the 2s and Joe Milton with, I guess, the 3s. So basically Sam Howell was going to get more time. Did you see Sam Howell get a lot of snaps today with the 2s? Because I haven't seen a clip with Sam Howell, unless I'm missing it. I haven't seen a clip. But this is Joe Milton. Shout out to Patrick Walker with these slow motion clips. Yeah, like he dumped that off. Can't see who that is. I think it might have been Javonte Williams' little dump off play. That was Joe Milton. This is Jayshon Barham. Joseph Hoyt. Shout out to him. Joseph Hoyt was just pointing out that Jayshon Barham got moved down to the edge. He got motioned to go down on the edge, if you'll notice. Just kind of showing you some of the things they're going to do. They motioned Jayshon Barham here to the edge. Oh, man. Somebody tried to punch that out. I think he missed. I hope he didn't hit him in the ribs or something. Okay, that's Kevontae Turpin. And I don't know, who is that? Is that Sam Williams or somebody or James Houston? Came in with a ferocious punch, tried to knock. No, that's Marquise Bell, ain't it? That's Marquise Bell came in with that punch. So it looks like the Cowboys are going to be going for turnovers this year. You said Phil Maffa looked good. Yeah, I've seen a couple of plays with him already, Brandy. So it looks like that plan is coming to fruition. And let me show y'all, man. Jaden Blue. I'm sorry, but he is having a breakout camp. Jaden Blue is having a breakout camp. Check this out. Look at the moves. That dude and the speed. Man, Jaden Blue is nice. Man, you better stop playing with this man. Man, dude, Jaden Blue is nice, man. Jaden Blue is nice. Stop playing with this man. This is what I was talking about, man. Schotty was talking about Jaden Blue from yesterday. He looking better today. This is in fast motion. Shoot, that boy Jaden Blue. That boy Jaden Blue, man. Shoot. Stop. Put some respect on that man's name. This is Jaden Blue on another play. And I think he kind of, let's see, what does he do here? Dak loves it, whatever the case is. This is Jaden Blue again. Man, you better put some respect on that man's name. Put some respect on that man's name. Shoot, Blue got some speed, man. Yeah, Gerald Jackson, I'm with you. I'm with you. Yeah, Blue on a mission, bruh. I'm with you. Yeah, there's no doubt about it. Let's see here. Let me close some of these windows out real quick. Man, I'm liking what I'm seeing from the old Jaden Blue. Yeah, he on a mission. He is definitely on a mission. Okay, this is Rashawn. This is Rashawn Gary. Forced fumble again by Rashawn Gary, because I think he had a punch out yesterday. Forced fumble by him today. He said that was a forced fumble. I really didn't see it, but that's Rashawn Gary. Brandy already said Phil Maffa is looking extremely good. This is Dak throwing a pass to Phil Maffa. I'm really going to be interested to see how do they implement this into their offense this year. Running backs out of the backfield. This is Caleb Downs on a rep. Check him out. Caleb Downs got a safety rep. Really didn't do anything there, but I'm sure you're just recording it. This is Calvin Watkins. Joe Milton. On the scramble. I'm not sure if quarterback scrambles mean a whole lot when you're in no pads. Yeah, that right there would have probably been a sack. Yep, that probably would have been a sack. I was shocked when I saw this. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. I was shocked. Sam Howell. Okay. I didn't notice this when I was looking at it on my phone. Sam Howell. Oh, okay. So I wonder if this is the second team or the third team. Okay, I didn't notice that this morning. Okay, so that was Sam Howell right there. All right. We got Turpin, looks like on a jet sweep here. Yep, Turpin on a jet sweep. Yep, look like Turpin will be back on that this year. I don't care who it is as long as it's not CeeDee Lamb. I don't want to see CeeDee Lamb run another jet sweep. This was a nice pass breakup. I don't know if y'all saw this. Very nice pass breakup by DaRon Bland. Nice pass breakup. All right. Then we got Javonte Williams. Javonte Williams in the screen game. Check it out. Yeah, I'm glad they practicing this because it looked like it need a whole lot of work. The screen game looked like it need a lot of work. But that's why it's called practice. Some people think they're supposed to be in, I guess, playoff form right now. That's why it's called practice. This is look like a play from the rookie. This guy got some speed too, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe the very reason why Valdez-Scantling don't make the team. But he got some speed. This is the PJ Locke injury that they were talking about. Moncherio was talking about it yesterday. So it was a hyperextension, they're saying now. See? Oh, man, let me tell you something. I don't know if you've ever had a hyperextended knee. It is brutal. I'm telling you. Especially without proper treatment. It's brutal. Man, them things hurt. You would think, you'd actually think you tore the ligaments in your knees. But that's the PJ Locke injury. Non-contact. Non-contact. Another Javonte Williams play here. He probably wouldn't have got far on that one. I'm sure they would have tackled him. All right, and then we got pass interference, I think, on George Pickens here. I mean, against George Pickens. I think it's Revel here. He just pushed him out of bounds, man. He just said, heck with this. Some people were arguing that it was actually good coverage. Another great pass play, Dak to CeeDee Lamb. I'm going to tell y'all, man, I've noticed something. As we've been watching this, I'm gonna keep it a bean, man. I'm gonna keep it a bean. This defense, if they were hitting some of this stuff the Cowboys are completing, I don't think they'd be completing it. Not only do I don't think they would be completing it, I think there would be some man, there'd be some cataclysmic hits in this joint, man. There would be some cataclysmic hits. This defense is playing a lot of this stuff really well. It's not like last year when they were running wide open. I don't see a lot of that. I mean, they are really making Dak Prescott work for whatever it is he's getting. That's that George Pickens throw. That had to be a perfect throw. And you can't beat the perfect throw. It's just hard to beat. We got a Trayshawn Holden sighting, I believe. Okay, that's Trayshawn on the jet sweep there, look like. Joe Milton. I just wonder if this is the third team or the second team that Milton is working out with. All right, and then we got somebody, Julius Wood. I was trying to figure this one out. Okay, so they're talking about this is that same play to the rookie, but they're basically saying that it would have been snuffed out. And this is exactly what I'm talking about. This is not a made play. If I don't know, maybe he might would have put a move on him, but I don't think it's a made play. I mean, this defense has been, I think that's a tackle right there more than likely. So that's why I'm saying I don't think some of these would be completed passes. Or if they were, they wouldn't be for gains. Looks like Dak Prescott steps up. CeeDee Lamb again. Nice throw. But even on that pass right there, when you look at how Dak completes this, I wonder, this is in a tight window. I'm wondering if this is actually completed, because if you're really going against another team, or if this defense was going against another team, they probably dive at this. Nah, well, I'm just wondering how the safety was playing it. Nah, it's probably completed. But again, defense been playing it tough. Got a Mango sighting. Jonathan Mango from Dak Prescott. Mingo needs more of this. Can hardly see it, but sorry about that. That was from Clarence Hill. But he needs more of that, whatever it is. Needs more catches. This is Phil Maffa. Man. Oh, man. Man, I'm telling you, if we can keep this, if we can get this dude healthy, he is the perfect combination. He's bigger than Javonte Williams. He's bigger than Javonte, but he got some speed on him and some power. Check this out. That's a nice little run right here. Well blocked. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I mean, nowhere near as fast as Jaden Blue, of course. He got some power. I like that run right there. I need them Jordans that Dak Prescott have on, too. I need them darn Jordans. This is Phil Maffa from a further distance. Man. Yeah, like it. I'm excited about Phil Maffa. Yes. All right. CeeDee Lamb again. I like them slow motion shots. I think this is Pat Walker. Yeah. Thank you to Pat Walker. I need to buy him lunch. I need to send him lunch one day out there. All right, let me close some of these windows out. Looking pretty good, though. I like what I'm seeing so far, but the real test is going to be pads on August the 11th. That's the real test. That's the real test. All right, we got another mango sighting, I believe. Got another mango. It's probably the same one, maybe a different angle. Let's see. Jonathan Mango. Nice. Nice. Mingo needs more of these. Yep, he needs more of these. Dak got that right over the linebacker. Perfect. Need more of these, Mango. Need more. This is James Houston with a pass breakup. Check this out. Got James Houston in pass coverage. Check this out. Man, James Houston, he look like a linebacker out there. Okay, he wearing 41. Oh, okay, I see you. I see you, James Houston. I really like James Houston on this team. I absolutely do. I love James Houston on this team. Okay, that's what that was. I didn't notice that. I was looking on a smaller screen, but that's James Houston. Yeah, this is James Houston. Step back, pass coverage, bam. Okay, I see you. See you, James Houston. All right. And we got some Brandon Aubrey action. Brandon Aubrey was 5 for 5 today for field goals. He better be with the money we paid him, or with the money the Cowboys paid him. 5 for 5. I'm hoping he doesn't have to kick nowhere near as many field goals this year. Brandon Aubrey getting involved. And then our last clip of the day, we need more of this from Jake Ferguson. Nice contested catch. I see you. Who is that out there? Need to be careful. Don't be on the ground. But Ferg caught it. Nice. All right. Then I got a couple of drills for you, and then we'll be done with that. But those are the best plays, I'm sure, of the day. Those were the plays. I like some of the drills. They look different than what the Cowboys were running last year. This is a wide receiver break drill. Kind of like that. Maybe they did run it, but I kind of like what they're doing here. Yeah, it's nice right there. Wide receiver break drill. Let me see here. Quinnen Williams on the drill, just pad level. Just constant professional. Constant professional. Brevin span forward. Need to see more of him from Dak Prescott. Yep, nice little throw. Throw and catch. Yeah, we need to see more Brevin span forward. Got Ferg out here. Definitely need to see more from Ferg, man. Need to get him back in them seams. We don't need these little out routes, whatever he's doing over here. Need to get this man back in the seams. Because he has been slacking, it seems. Brian Schottenheimer, his customary greeting all the players. Yeah, Schtty is shaping up to be ready to see what his offense looks like in live play, but Schotty's shaping up to be a great coach. More drills. CeeDee Lamb there. And I like that drill. You know what? I'd be afraid of this drill. You have to be careful on this. I could see somebody tripping and falling on this drill. Throwing this ball out there. Man. I'd be careful with that. Or at least me. I could see me tripping on that drill right there. John Machota was saying that this is something different the Cowboys are doing. The team is running after practice now. Team is running after practice. All right, looks like this is on some other channel. Us on TikTok. I ain't going to TikTok. But they're running after practice. This is something that John Machota. I don't know. Maybe we'll go to. All right, got it. All right. Yeah, this is them running after practice, Cowboys Nation. Running after practice. He said this is different. Oh no, man. It might be too hot to be out there running like that, man. Might be too hot to be running out there like that. All right. Got a couple more here. We got our running back. Let's see. This is the Cowboys running back group. Cowboys Nation. After y'all have seen kind of what we've seen from a little bit of Blue, a little bit of Mafia, how y'all feeling about Cowboys running back room? I'll be honest with you, man. I'm excited to see what it is. I want to see more. I want to see what it looks like in the preseason now. I think this running back room is going to be okay. I really do. I don't think the Cowboys need to go get a running back. I think they're going to be okay. You got Mafia, you got Blue, you got Williams, and you got Malik Davis. I'm feeling pretty good about this Cowboys running back room. What are y'all thinking? Yeah, I'm feeling pretty good about this Cowboys running back room, man. All right, let's see what I got next here. I only got a few more. All right, this is Kenny Clark. Just working on that pad level. Boy, it's going to be nice to see him and Quinnen working together this year. Full off season together, man. It's going to be nice. Yep. Sean Gary. This is a very interesting drill here, too. It's a very interesting drill. You start out under this tent, hit the block, and then you chase this red ball. It's a different kind of drill right here, man. It's a different kind of drill. These guys got some tricks up their sleeves. I like what some of these coaches are doing. I'm glad they're not doing all the crazy skits and stuff that they were doing last year. It's just crazy stuff. Every year they were doing some different skit and skiing. I don't know what they were doing. Riding surfboards and everything. It's crazy. Dak, tell Jordan to release those cleats. Those almost look like 13s. Blue all over. Release those shoes. Christian Parker's probably talking to him now about them Jordans. Dak and Christian Parker talking. Michael Trigg sighting. This is the first time I've seen Trigg. Nice. Excited about Trigg. Yeah, I'm excited about Trigg. I'm sorry. Cowboys Nation, I'm sorry. I had to go see what these shoes are. Oh, I see. Those are Jordan 11 high tops. Jordan, I don't know if I'd want some Jordan 11 high tops in that kind of blue. I don't know about those. They definitely look clean, though, on the field. I'm sorry, Cowboys Nation. I had to go and investigate them shoes. All right, that was Trigg. Got about 3 more. Christian Parker. The dude is so cool, he actually looks like he's doing nothing. Has anybody noticed this? Christian Parker is so cool. it looks like he's doing nothing. But he's doing a lot. He's doing a lot. And you can tell just by the way the defense is kind of moving just in what we've seen. I'm telling y'all, when they get in pass, it's going to be different. It's going to be different. They're not going to be taking these, they're not going to be whooping up on this defense the way they are when they get in pads. And then Dak Prescott after practice. I love this about Dak Prescott. Brandy, where you at out here? You out here, Brandy? Oh, you didn't come out to the fence to get an autograph? I'd be honest with you, I'd be a groupie. I'd probably, I know I'd have to get one at least for my wife. Brandy, where you at out here? Dak Prescott just doing what he normally does. Let's check out Overshown. This is actually Overshown talking after practice. A lot of confidence with Overshown too. Check out Overshown.
You know, now most of my plays will be happening inside the box. I get right back up, call the plays, and go do it again. So, you know, it's one of those things where, shit, I'm looking at average like 10 tackles a game just by being at Mike. So, you know, without doing all the extracurriculars. So I'm excited about that.
How different is it being
I'm telling y'all right now, this is the Mike linebacker. Schottenheimer can tell us anything he want to, but this looks like the linebacker to me. Yeah, y'all tell me what y'all think. I think this is the Mike linebacker unless something changes.
Hey, it feels good. I actually feel like being married has helped me, you know, now most of my plays will be happening inside the box.
It sounds like the Mike to me.
I get right back up, call the plays, and go do it again. So, you know, it's one of those things where, shit, I'm looking at average like 10 tackles a game just by being at Mike. So, you know, without doing all the extracurriculars. So I'm excited about that.
Yeah, because if I'm not mistaken, in this system, the Mike linebacker actually doesn't have to play the pass as much as it's just a read and react position. It's just read and react. That's what it is. So I can understand exactly what he's saying. I mean, he was custom made for a position like that, especially when you talk about roaming sideline to sideline. Real estate vet, appreciate that super chat. He said D Winters and Jalen Thompson. How are they doing at camp? Well, we already hear Schottenheimer singing the praises of Jalen Thompson. He said, any sightings of them guys, these are the two I want to see go to work. Schotty's been just raving about Jalen Thompson. Heard nothing about D Winters yet. Heard nothing about D Winters just yet. But again, man, this is the Mike linebacker. I don't care what anyone says. He's already claimed it. He's the Mike linebacker. Unless something changes. And I don't think it's going to change as long as he stay healthy. All right, this is a little clip got from Caleb Downs. His expectations this season.
Pushing to win a Super Bowl, but at the end of the day, somebody said it best today. We can only have the best day today. So we can't win the Super Bowl right now. We're just trying to have the best day that we can today, and that's the same thing for myself. I'm trying to accomplish my goals and be great at myself, and today is just being about being great today. That's all I can focus on.
Schotty said he wouldn't put expectations on you that are higher than you would put on yourself. How high are your expectations and standards for yourself?
It's for me to know and y'all to find out.
Hey! Hey! I like that answer. I like that answer. He said you're going to see on the field. I ain't going to tell you nothing. I ain't telling you nothing. You're going to see on the field. I love it. I love that answer. All right, let me see who this is.
Record recap.
Giving us a recap of camp today. Let's see what she has to say. This is Nicole Hutchinson. Let's see what she has to say.
Being day 2 of practice. What you got, Nick Eatman?
About Sam Williams. I mean, 5'4", but he said, forget that. About 4'3". We saw the speed from him. He was living in the backfield, covering running backs. He was great.
All right, Pat.
You know what? We're talking a lot about DaRon Bland. Can he stay healthy? Savon Revel, what can he be? But what I'm looking at today, Kobe Durant was stealing the show for me.
Hey, and for the record, by the way, we have a birthday boy. Let's get it, Tommy. What you got?
Well, it's my birthday, but it was a pretty solid day after the birthday for Dak Prescott because he was on the same page with CeeDee Lamb over the middle. That's always a good sign for this offense.
Hey, man, I got Malachi Lawrence. How about a guy who's been using his length in the run game, disrupting runs? Hey, man, it's been a great day of day 2 practice.
Whoa.
We got more for the record over the next couple of days.
Yeah. I love it, Cowboys Nation. I love it. I love it. All right, man, another great day talking Dallas Cowboys. Man, y'all stay tuned. I still got a lot to go. I got a lot to go. We're going to pick it up tomorrow, and we're going to be coming back with John Gruden. We're going to be coming back with reactions from ESPN. And if there's some other stuff, we'll talk about that too. But man, I am telling you, I am excited about what the Cowboys are doing. I am absolutely excited. Brandy, you got to try to get against the fence next time, Brandy, so you can be on Cowboys.com. Unless you already got the autograph. Yeah, I'm excited though. I'm excited. Frank Lawrence, he said, we had such an amazing draft. Even the players no one heard about in the mocks. I agree. I've researched coming out of high school, LT Overton was the #1 recruit in the nation. He was. Absolutely. I saw the same thing. He was the #1 recruit in the nation. And I'm telling you, he's a guy that's flying under the radar, Frank Lawrence. But I've already heard the Cowboys got some serious plans for LT Overton. They got some serious plans. I'm excited for him. I'm excited for Cowboys Nation. I really am. I'm excited for Dallas Cowboys Nation. I mean, for all this time, man, we've been just waiting on this team to put together a team around Dak Prescott and all this culture stuff. Everything we've been waiting on, man, it seemed like it's coming together. We've gotten through another day of practice. Everything seems to be going pretty good. Robert King, you saw, we just kind of saw a drill of Trig, but nothing yet. And again, understand these guys who are doing a great job out here taking photos and stuff like that, they're just kind of doing, taking photos and videos of things that they're looking for. So some of them probably not looking for Trig at this point in time. But again, when Brandy goes, depending upon where she's sitting, let's see if we can get Brandy. See if we can get Brandy to get us some Michael Trigg photos. Marvin May said, I'm excited. Yes, me too, bro. Yeah, Brandy Cup, I'm with you, man. The red ball is new math, bro. That was new math for me. That was new math. Okay, Brandy, tell us how Spider-Man is next time we get together. Yeah, we doing our thing, man, Cowboys Nation. All right, guys. We are full speed ahead on this Dallas Cowboys season. We're going to be ramping up the content. Chuck Dunaway, appreciate you. Y'all make sure, if you don't know AOC, y'all make sure y'all check out AOC. He one of the best in the game. He one of the best content creators in the game. Y'all make sure y'all check him out. But again, I'm telling us, Cowboys Nation, we are on to something. And I am here for it. We're going to be here for it. We're going to get through it together. What's up, Newhouse fam? Good to see you. Ferg, Newhouse fam said Ferg woke up sorry. Hey, we need to see Ferg doing better, man. We do. But man, I appreciate y'all rocking with me. Until the next time, DC4L, God bless. Best chat on YouTube. Let's talk Cowboys, where we talk facts. Peace.